Good evening. Right. Yeah, we'll find out. It's a good one. It's one that changes your body. Right. It's Thursday. It's a little bit cooler, which is much nicer. To play some D&D. I was just trying to get my notes to where are we? All over the shop. Where do we finish? Yes. I was about to say with the slag getting taken away, but I'm not Faywin. I'll give Andriel the...
Did you just call me a slag?
No, I called Andriel a slag after you called her a slag. How dare you?
When you said it's not Faywin, after saying...
Yeah, because you were calling everyone a slag. I won't call her a slag because you called her a slag.
Okay, just to clarify, you're not calling me a slag. Thank you.
Yep. So after that slag Faywin went for... you made me move off my page.
Sorry, let me just write that down.
Future
date. When I don't care if my character dies or not.
Wow, that's never going to happen. We went on a lovely little journey. Found Andriel down in with the dragon and the giants in the middle of the border forest.
Not a dragon. I explicitly wanted to check if it was a dragon, and you said it wasn't.
What do you mean wasn't dragon?
Oh, no,
I'm talking about the actual dragon.
That took her away. Yeah.
The green dragon. The thing took away was not a dragon. Yes, you moved north. The giants taking you up to a sacred site that Andriel was aware of, which was just north of where the giants were in Stoneholm. They had also made you, or she had made you aware, Andriel, that she had originally bumped into the giants, had been released, had gone southeast, towards a ruined settlement called Silverfoot, which in where she believed there was a larger, or another one of these relics, these religious sites. And on the way, was dropped off. 2 days later, was recaptured again by the giants, brought back. All hell break loose. Giants are working with the Death Bloom. Oh my god, it's the worst thing. So you headed north. Giants took you half the way there, and you found yourself at a serene pool, a set of streams and pools that had a slight luminous essence to them. And as you made your way through, you could see there were statues that were built up, all with these serpent-human hybrid forms, all facing this central altar. And I'm working out with a couple of spells, the carvings and the language that was tied to these what they called columns, these ritual columns, that this was some kind of sacrificial site, some area where followers were taken to be what looked to be like poisoned and then potentially healed and then poisoned again, some kind of torture ritual for some unknown serpent god. As you kind of ditzed around and had a look, Horse and Zaga flew in to see this central pool, this central fountain, where again there was this serpent stone statue. And as Andriel got closer, twig blights, or what looked like twig blights, came silently crawling out from the trees and bushes around, attaching themselves to Andriel, holding onto her legs, holding onto her arms, keeping her in place in front of this statue. And as Zaga shot up into the air, the ground started to crumble as from each of these statues and from a larger kind of crypt-like block of stone, these serpent creatures appeared. All half humanoid-ish, half snake, with these masks, these rigid square masks that look very similar to the masks you'd seen in the ritual sites before, as they kind of broke out from inside these stone structures and tried to capture / kill you. After fighting for a little while, the largest beast with these giant red wings snatched Andriel from her incapacitated state, from a grappled, restrained state, lifted her up into the air and started to fly in a southeasterly direction over the trees, using its full movement. After it had sustained, it just reached a bloody condition as it grabbed and went, leaving you to deal with the rest of the bodies that were there. After they were slain, they started to quickly decompose and rot at much quicker rate than you would expect to see from a normal body. But again, these were just pulled out of stone, seemingly. You also picked up on a few good checks on that the large beast was indeed a celestial beast of some sort. That it, whilst the lizard folk that came out were more abomination, that this larger beast with the wings was of celestial nature that had some godly power to it. It shot off with Undriel in tow, and you were kind of all cornered just one pool away from that main altar as the fight was finished, as you slayed the rest of the creatures that were there. And you exited initiative, and that's where we stopped. So we can pick up right back in that area. So there are some bodies still here. There are some bits of broken stone. There's still the altar and stuff to investigate if you wanted to. But I will throw it back to you guys as Undriel is gone. The sight of her, you've lost sight of her. They disappeared southward into the woods. You can see a few of the twig bites that had been like snapped off, where Andrea had been grabbed and ripped out. Some of these twig blights that had been killed in the process are stuck right by that altar face as well.
So the body's decomposing.
Yep.
Would you still be able to get some sort of samples of them, or would they just?
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to get some samples of the bodies, and also if are the masks still there? They just fallen off then.
The masks
fallen apart as well.
Yeah, the masks have fallen apart. A lot of the masks actually go back to looking more stone. They were almost golden in appearance when they were on the creature with these vibrant pink feathers. But as the bodies have died, it's almost like they've lost their coloration, and a lot of them are looking stone. A lot of them, as they fall, would have broken, but you can probably grab the pieces together to get like what would be a stone mask version of what you'd seen.
Yeah, I think try and grab some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could do that. As you wouldn't be chopping up bits of this meat. Literally, you would probably be scooping as much as you can into whatever vials or containers you have, because it's quickly turning to liquid and seeping away. It's almost like the meat of the bodies is dissolving quite quickly. So it's more likely to be mush than it is to be meat.
Okay.
But yeah, you can definitely.
Could I-
also,
No, you go. It's fine.
as I say, could also get a couple of samples of. You said there was like healing plants.
Yes.
Get some samples of those plants as well.
Yes, you can grab those plants. Yeah, cool. Give me. Actually, because they're dead. So you can get six of the flowers that kind of sit within. They look like buds. They look like fruit buds, and then with a bright, vibrant pink flower on top. So like a bulb with a flower. You can grab 6 of them if you just put them down as whatever you put them down as, and we can work out what the properties of them are.
I'm more likely going to hand over to Bo anyway. But
Yeah.
If they have, I suppose if they have got properties that can help us.
Yeah, he can work them out while trying to save them. But yeah, you can harvest 3 mature flowers per plant. There was 2 plants.
Okay.
Can I wander back up to the altar where the celestial thing came out of?
Yep.
And examine the stone that it came out of?
Yeah, give me investigation.
Is that where the ruins were?
Yeah.
With the writing and
back.
stuff?
The writing was all the way down, so you had the pillars that kind of formed the pathway that you were reading as you made your way through the pathway that kind of led on and became. It was like what you would read as you pass through a ritual as you were getting closer to the actual central site. So a lot of that carving was there, but where the main fountain is and where the that big face was is where that all crumbled and came apart. So there's probably some more stuff out there.
Okay. Go ahead, Sam.
I rolled a 15 and I decided to use a bardic inspiration and rolled a 1, so a 16.
Nice. 16. What are you looking for?
It being Zaga,
Yep.
anything powerful or valuable.
Nice. Would you count stone as being powerful?
I mean, if it's powerful stone.
No. You can see that there was behind this where this face was. Behind this face was like a hollow chamber, and within it there looks to have been either the storing of sacred bodies or like ritual sacrifices. There's a load of bones stored and piled behind this face that was there. But now it's all broken out and pulled apart. You can see that there was a lot in there. I wouldn't say there's a huge amount because they were all bones and dead in there. I would say that you will find about 12 gold worth of scattered coins, whether that be silver, whether that be like small daggers and things worth, or no actual gold, but for the sake of putting it in your sheet, put it down as about 12 gold from just like trinkets that were left on people. But these are all bones that have rotted away, the smell of which has dissipated somewhat with it all being puffed out into the air. But whoever was in here was laid here hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
I would like...
Mhm.
No, go on a second.
I was just going to say I'll examine the walls as well for any kind of story stuff, markings, languages on the inside.
Yeah, cool.
And if there is any, I'll call out to someone who can read it.
Nice.
Faywin, are you okay?
Why?
I kind of point in the direction that Andriel flew off in.
Just
or was flown off
twig
in.
legs that are just snapped and broken.
No, I'm not okay, Arta. That was very, very traumatic. For some reason, my friends always seem to disappear or die as I look at the group. With a concerned look on my face.
I'm going to slowly, not subtly, start walking away, like backwards away from her. Like backing up.
I'm assuming I can see Zaga.
Yeah. So
looking at the stuff.
where you walk up where that fountain is, where the two twigs are left facing, Zaga's right behind it, where the large beast came out of.
When I see that he's trying to look at things, I wonder if he can read. And would like to start, if I can't understand the language, would like to start taking notes of what I can see, like drawing out the shapes of the words or the letters or whatever. So I will write that down.
Okay. Yeah, as you go through, if this follows on, I thought I'd have written down a load of what the different stones do, but now I've said it, I can't find them. The stone pillars that you had what's the word I'm looking for? Read, that's the word, on the way up and worked out the story was about kind of telling people, or it was for the followers. So it was about emboldening them to say that, like, to become a true follower, you must go through these rituals, you must face these pains, you must face these dangers. That's the only way to gain more power under the god. Blah blah blah. The ones on the back dictate kind of the stories, a bit of the story of the serpent and the god, a bit of the story around what looks to be like a creation is story, kind of what look to be humanoid figures that have like a meeting of minds with snake sort of like figures, which end up in this large half human half snake with these big, you can see these again, these big feathers. A lot of it is like these big feathers and these big square masks, like big square eyes, down to like the square jaw with the fangs that come out the bottom of the mask. And then as you kind of follow it around, you can see that a lot of it is around that this site was where people would come to test their resolve to essentially be poisoned. They would have snakes that would poison people, and then they would heal them with these fruits. And you can see that the fruits are denoted and seen in there, and then they would poison them again, and they would heal him, and they would poison them again. And it was just like this ongoing suffering. And if you were to come out the other side, then you would move up a rank. If you weren't, then you were probably thrown in that cavity where all those dead people are. So it's a pretty brutal way around. And as you kind of follow around, you can see that where that pool is, where that central pool is, that water that comes out must have some kind of healing properties to it as well. And that's where people would wait as they were waiting to be taken up, to be poisoned, to come back, to sit. They would have access to that water to shiver. You can see round the outside there's lots of encouragement around this central fountain. A lot of the fountain in the statue itself is obviously broken apart. There's bits of rubble everywhere. You do also notice, Fabian, as you're following around the roots, that at the base of the fountain, right between where these two twig blights have been ripped in half, where Andriel's legs would be, that there is a very small pouch that's been left behind.
I pick it up, please.
It explodes. Roll me a death. No. it's really light as you pick it up. There's not much in there, and as you flip open, there's just papers. There's like booklets and papers and small books in there. As you can see, that this seems to be Undriel's notes.
Faywin gasps and her eyes turn to love hearts. She
What?
immediately just flits through looking for love notes from Bryn.
Get-
I'm seeing this. I want to back away further.
Wow! Is what you hear coming out from Faywin.
I will flick through the notes. Not necessarily in much detail, seeing as we just nearly died, but just to have a look.
Yeah, you can see that there are Bryn's notes in here. There are notes from the Druid Order. There's lots of different stuff in there that if you spend some time with, you might be able to find out some more information. But you initially find and are drawn to, and likely stops you going any further by scraps from what seems to be her log or her diary.
Please, could I read it?
It's written in a language you don't understand. No, I'm joking.
I will read it in the morning.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. You have it. You have it. I'll post it.
It's not written in Druidic. That's a shame.
It's written in. No, it is written in.
It's written in Minotaur.
It's written in Minotaur. Only in Minotaur. So yeah, you find this. Is that opened? That's open on the screen. Perfect.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
got beautiful handwriting.
She has got beautiful handwriting. So yeah, you find this this note that goes through, and each of these sections here are bits that you pick up and notice. They're like day logs, and a lot of this seems to be primarily her log from entering the forest.
This looks more like a shopping list than it does a diary.
That's how you write a shopping list. That's interesting. But it goes through and details her coming to the forest, entering through, following up on looking for signs of Bryn where he might be. Then there's information there around first contact, which kind of draws your eye as she is talking about having conversations with Bryn or seeing him, but seeing him in dreams and him responding. Then strange goings on in the woods. More detail than what she had let on to you about not being attacked, not seeing anything. She was constantly being contacted and seeing signs that someone was watching or tracking her journey through the forest. Someone knew where she was at all times as they were going through, and were seemingly having conversations or slight backwards and forwards with Bryn and the Death Bloom. And the tone as she goes from searching at the beginning to the end is like a stark downward turn. She finishes by saying, I think I will find Bryn soon, but I think it will be the last thing I ever find. The rest of it is there for you to read whenever you so wish. We don't have to read it all now.
It felt like love is something that was key for Faywin as she read through the note.
No mention of
Faywin
favour.
No mention of
Faywin
favour.
kind of takes a bit of a step back and rests against one of the stone things, looking perplexed.
But yeah, it details through the TLDR, her days in the forest, that she did have contact, or seemingly some form of contact with Bryn, and that by the end of it, she was not feeling great about what she might find, but she was being led, she felt, at least.
Okay. When everyone's finished doing their bits and pieces in this area, I will relay what the diary said. I do not want to give them the notes.
As I've been slowly backing away, I can't hear her, so I shout, What was that, Faywin?
Faywin solemnly shakes her head.
Snake comes up and bites you in the ass.
Draca will come out of that chamber thing and yell to everyone, "Well, there's nothing valuable here!" and just go back down.
Can I cast locate creature on Undriel and see if she's still nearby?
Yeah, what's nearby?
It's 1,000-foot range.
I think you would know without casting it that the speed at which that celestial being took to the sky, that not long after the fight finished, she would have been beyond 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Just the rate at which, I think even, and Notal, you made the assessment, right, on the jump, whether you should jump to try and catch or not. This thing went and was going fast. It was hundreds of feet away before you'd even kind of had time to blink. Within 12 seconds, it was almost out of sight. So I think safe assumption would be, I mean, you can try it in case it landed and went somewhere else, but it did seem like it was up, it grabbed what it wanted, and it was heading off in this southeasterly direction from where you are.
Okay.
I want to chat to everyone about how we pass this information to Bo and probably the druids, as I imagine they will likely be there when we return. But if anyone else wants to do some searching before Faywin goes into that.
Not yet. When we wake up in the morning, I want to scry Andrea, try and work out where she is.
Wonderful.
Because we have a possession or garment, and we have knowledge, and also she may just choose to fail it, so I know where she is.
Saves me doing it. Thanks, Harter.
I've got more spell slots than you.
Draca wasn't going to bother.
Draca doesn't even have scry.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not sure
convinced.
Draga's ever had scry.
Okay then, so I would like to rewrite the letter in my notebook just so that I have it, just in case anything happens to it, just so that there's notes. I'm basically just transcribing what's there.
The diary.
And not the whole diary, just that
Yeah.
the notes sort of thing
Yeah.
that we've just read through. Just essentially, if anything happens to this, I want a copy of what we've just read. And then to the group then, I want to basically say Andriel didn't realise how closely we're working with the druids here. They obviously didn't believe in what was happening. We kind of get the vibe that Bryn saying that he is the cure is leading Andriel to it. She doesn't think that she's going to come out alive, so we can imagine what's going to happen if that's the last thing, is that she sees him. How do we give this information to the druids without them dismissing this as some sort of love story, although I think it probably is. I guess I don't want to hand over all of these notes directly to the druids without we don't know what they're going to do with it necessarily. I'm okay to, I will read through the rest of her notes and stuff, and if there is things that are of use, I'm not saying that we hold them back, but I don't know.
They're not going to do anything with it. All they ever do is tell us to go do stuff.
They didn't even give us any money for the trip.
They did give us all this gear, as I
They didn't give me any gear.
Yeah, what gear?
I've given mine back already.
Fair. Yeah, they've given us nothing then. I don't know, am I making sense? I don't
Yes,
wanna
yes. I get what you're saying, but maybe we don't even need to tell them anything.
But I mean, Bo's doing a lot of research on everything. If there's information in there that is vital to the research, then
Sure, give it to Bo, but we don't need to give it to the other druids.
But Bo will just give it to the other druids anyway. If they were already on their way when we left to come here, they're likely going to be there when we get back. And I'm not saying that we just don't give them everything, but I mean maybe in how we deliver it to them might be.
I mean,
might
do they need the original? Can we just give them a copy? You can write good.
Yeah, I can write. I mean more. If we were to say we have a feeling from what we have found or what we have heard or what we discussed with Andriel even, that Bryn is key to this death bloom, and if they have any records of the discussions that he had before he left, then that's a route that maybe they should look into. Maybe about the different areas that they visited based on her diary. I don't feel comfortable giving them everything that Andriel has written. She didn't want to share it with them when they didn't care about what Bryn was saying. And so it feels wrong, and I don't know, something in me
Look.
doesn't feel right.
You have the diary. Choice is yours. I've got no opinion on it.
Gotta be honest, don't really care.
I mean, you phrased it. That was what I wanted to say, but I didn't want to phrase it like that because I know Fabian's going through some stuff at the moment. But yeah, no, I don't care.
I look in the direction that Andrea was dragged off in the sky.
But yeah, to be clear, I don't care either.
Von Van, am I making sense? I know that you're a druid and everything, and they're working on the stuff, but...
Wait, Von Van's a druid?
I just feel like maybe we need to be strategic in how we give this. We don't want the druids to suddenly go all guns blazing in that direction without... I don't know.
If they were going to do that, they'd have done it before sending us.
And they may still be doing that either way. The fact they're coming down to Redvant in the first place could mean that they're doing that anyway.
They were coming down to Redvant, may I remind you, because you put on the stupid hat.
They're invading Redvant.
Not as like a war.
He's still carrying the other big hat.
Not as a war, but because Von Van put on the cursed hat, Bo told them, and the druids started to come down to see what was going on.
If they start doing anything stupid, let's just make them feeble-minded.
I am... Oh, Fabian's stomach turns.
So,
I am also waiting to find... Sorry, I am waiting also to find out. There has been significant change in the Commonwealth. There has been big adjustments, changes, an urgency that they haven't had before, and I'm just waiting to find out what that is, but I'm sure that I will find out perhaps in the morning.
Or maybe the druids may be able to help with that as well if they've travelled down from Allhearth.
That's true.
Now, they're not going to be there by today or tomorrow if they're travelling from Allhearth. It takes us days, and we're quicker than them.
It doesn't take us days. We go through trees. Maybe they can go through trees as well because they're druids.
Or they could fly. They could have wild shape or something. Maybe we just give them a summary of some of this stuff as I shimmy the book, and kind of maybe just imply that from our conversations with Andrea, this is what we've deciphered, rather than...
The thing is, there's two ways to look at it. There's, yes, that way that they were not involved originally and Unreal didn't want them involved. But if they are coming down and they are planning to take another route rather than relying on us, perhaps us showing them that we have this information, we've gathered this information, that we're capable of carrying on doing it ourselves, would help them not bring some other sort of thing into the forest, like, God forbid, more of the fire druids come out and start burning down more and more of the forest.
True. I think maybe we just see how it goes when they come, but I would just like to put on the record that I'm not comfortable with this.
Okay.
Not until we know more.
Are we heading back now, or we got more to do?
If we're finished here, I think we probably should head back. We're all a little, well, I can speak for myself at least, a little beat up and
I'm weak.
Not feeling at full capacity.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked, to be honest.
Maybe Bo's been shopping and he's got some new meat.
Okay.
Maybe someone else has.
I mean, you did pay the man, right?
I gave him money for meat, but, he looked pissy about it.
We'll find out in the morning.
What time is it now? Early afternoon, mid-afternoon?
It'd be mid-afternoon, because it would have taken you... you sped up. You got there at lunch. It should have taken you... You should have been close to sunset, but you actually got there earlier. So yeah, it would probably be mid-afternoon. Post-lunch.
Yeah, let's go back. And if there's nothing else to do here.
I will find a suitably sized tree.
Suitably sized tree. Yep, there are a lot of them around in the forest here.
I haven't used the sending stone yet, have I? So I'll send Bo a message saying that we are heading back.
Mm-hmm.
Got some information.
That seems like a waste of the sending stone if we're going to go see him in a sec.
Hiya.
Well, it's just a warning so they know that we're coming back. I'm not going to use it for anything else. today, am I? So yeah, and then yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's easy enough to find a suitably sized tree as you cast the tree stride and open up a portal and get yourself back to Redvant as you arrive back in the afternoon, late afternoon, spring afternoon, as there ain't too much going on in Redvant as you make your way through the town back to the Silent Dagger.
How many days was it since I left my stuff with the Redvant? It's only been like 2 or 3, hasn't it?
Oh, 2.
No point checking in with them.
No. Yeah, it's...
On the walk back to Silent Dagger,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around to Zaga and say, Zaga, you know we're going to have to hand that mask over to Bo.
He can look at it.
Yeah, so...
As long as he knows it's mine.
Well, I mean, you saw what happened to me with the headband. I think it's best that it's away from the group.
As long as he knows it's mine.
Yes, Saga, you can have it back once this is all over and done with.
Well, that's fine then.
Cool. You get back to the Silent Dagger. No signs of any disturbance or extra clientele out front as you make your way indoors to a quiet Silent Dagger. As usual, Bo and Len not on the first floor, likely in the basement.
I'll sit down in the main bar area and put my feet on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I will take down to Bo the mask and then the other samples that I took.
I haven't
from...
given you the mask. Oh wait,
Can
your mask.
The other mask.
Oh well, I do want that mask as well.
Yeah, that one can wait.
Remember what I said, Zaga? Gotta hand it to
Fine,
Bo.
I'll come down just as I get fucking comfortable.
Does Zaga wear shoes?
No.
So you just put your grubby paws all over the
Yes.
table?
Dirty bastard. Dirty
Unbelievable.
bastard. Nice. So you make your way down. Coming in, Bo would hear you on the way down and await your arrival. As you make your way downstairs to that area that they've made up, you can see that Len is frantically cleaning and tidying stuff, prepping bits. The bodies, most of the bodies that are out or samples that have been cut up have been boxed or on ice or stacked away. The surfaces are clean. They look like they're awaiting some kind of inspection as you guys kind of arrive. And Bo's God, good to see you back just in time. We were getting everything ready. News?
Ready?
Yes. The
For
Grom's coming.
yes. Yes, we have some. Got some more samples to hand over. Saga here has found what may well be another one of these similar sort of artifacts. Kind of nudge Saga as I say it.
Yeah.
I'm holding my hat. I'm clutching it quite tightly.
Yeah.
And
It's quite large.
Yeah, it's quite large. As Bond says with this, I look at Bo and I say, "I want this back when we're done. This is mine."
Yeah, of course. It's a wonderful. I mean, it's a bit big for you, I would say.
Mine.
Okay, as he takes his hat and pops down and can see that in this light as well, when it's in the artificial, well, it wouldn't be artificial light, would it? Because it's freaking not magic. In the lights they would have set up, probably magically incantated lights that are more like daylight. You can see the intricacies of this mask as well, how well designed it is, but how morphed it is with organic material as well as I would say inorganic material, but metals are slightly organic, aren't they? But yeah, it looks like this.
I will say to
melded
him,
both.
there's a brainwashed giant was wearing it and communicating, we think, telepathically with other brainwashed giants. It might be cursed. If you can remove the curse before you give it back to me, perfect.
I will work on that. Another cursed helm. Making a habit of this, aren't we, guys? But no, thank you for bringing it back. That looks interesting. Giants, you say?
giants. And remember, it's mine.
Of course, as the group's giant. Makes sense.
I killed the giant for it.
Good job. Okay, but cursed. We'll put this in our exhibit of cursed items. Says off to one side.
Bo, what time are Grom and the druids due?
I don't know exactly. I would expect them here tomorrow at some point.
Okay.
If they come straight through, I don't know if they were heading out and touching base with anywhere else en route. Grom doesn't get out much, so I think there's a few of his old friends he probably would be touching base with on the way. But I'd
He's
expect
touching his
him-
old friends?
No, touching base with, like in contact with.
What do you druids get up to when we're not looking?
You know, would you like to know? Len's just staring at you.
If they arrive earlier, please call me. I'm going up to my room.
Earlier than tomorrow?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll go up to my room.
So giants, another cursed helm. Where next?
That's well. What's your thoughts on snake people?
He's like, snake people?
It just gets deeper and deeper, doesn't it? If,
Like lizard folk, or
no. Undraws it down the drawing,
Like
didn't she?
big snakes with big tails and no legs that fight you.
big snakes with tails and legs.
No legs.
No legs.
They're like snakes for
arms?
people. Yeah, arms. They needed arms to fire their bows at us.
Snakes firing bows. Okay. I can't
Big
say.
people. What's so hard to understand?
Well, I'm just trying to piece together. So you found what, like living in the forest?
They came out of statues. And there was this giant bird thing that somebody said might have been a god.
Seems stop for a second.
As
Stares-
crazy as this all sounds, Bo.
Stares
This is
at you
100%
with
what
a-
happened.
with a 15
today.
insight check. Like, are you? When was the last time you guys had a rest? Did you drink any water when you were down in the forest? Contamination could be anywhere.
The water was bioluminescent. We didn't want to drink it.
The water was bioluminescent.
And the big bird god thing took Undriel with it.
And then
Oh yeah, no, that happened.
he's like, oh,
And then I put my hand over my holy symbol and bow my head.
Yes, we rescued Undriel. We
We rescued
Then-
Andrew and then we lost Andrew. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
immediately.
Then we
And
headed,
then she immediately got kidnapped again.
headed out with her to one of these other sites, which is where we came across these serpent-like people. And yeah, one of them flew south with her again. So
The big bird god thing.
yes,
And this was at one of these religious sites.
this was at one of these religious sites.
So we have serpent. I mean, I've got to ask you for the bingo card. Any cursed items there
Well, I had the hat with me.
that you didn't bring to the pie?
We didn't find any new items there, no. I got these samples of what these snake-like creatures have become, and some of the plant life there.
Oh, nice. Len comes over and takes those. He's like, I'll start with these. As like some of the snake creature is literally just like gloop now.
And these bits of stone, these were masks that they had on covering their faces. When they died, they just turned back to stone.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can examine this in any way as well.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we'll go for everything. And he's, well, I mean, talk of giants and understanding movements of giants and curses and stone workings. When Grom is here, he will have more knowledge than I will on some of these things. So I'll get everything ready, do what I can until he arrives. But hopefully, yeah, we've got the right druid for the job, but I've never seen anything like this. He's like piecing it together on the table in front of you. Yeah, you can see made out is this mask with these square eyes, almost like glasses, square round the nose, 2 big fangs, and then these feathers.
So, I guess that's everything we found. And I look around to where Faven is.
Faven's gone upstairs.
Yeah, this is what we've got. We're all a little beat up, and as you can probably tell, Faywin's quite distraught with us losing Unreal again.
Heartbroken from upstairs.
Shouts through the floor.
So yeah,
Bo, did you get time to go shopping and get any new meat yet?
I'll tap Zag on the shoulder and say, don't worry about that tonight. Worry about that in the morning.
Len went and got some stuff. It was chicken you wanted, right?
Zaga looks angrily at him. Because he knows what the fuck I wanted.
I think that's what Len got. And was like, yeah, it was chicken.
I'm gonna go eat some of this chicken. And Zaga goes upstairs.
It's like duck, but doesn't fly, Zaga.
As he goes up the stairs, Len goes, quack, 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 quack.
It's a good thing Zaga doesn't have people either.
Pick on the poor little lowly druid. He did it with a 18 sleight of hand voice. You didn't hear it. Quack, quack, quack. Everyone downstairs heard it. Nice. I'm just trying to read through what they would have been working on. So the only other thing he would have had on there was so there was no relics at this site. No, you didn't find any signs of anything else that had been taken or was lost. And he's like, and you found this how? This site?
It was one of the places I think originally marked on Bryn's map from where we had before.
Mm-hmm.
It was just south of Whitewood.
Oh, okay. But there was no sign of. Like I said, there's no cursed items, no weird things at this site particularly. So
we didn't find anything.
Okay.
But I mean, doesn't necessarily mean we thoroughly searched. We were all a bit worse for wear, and
well, I'm not surprised. You've seen
minds were elsewhere, and once what happened.
Well, I mean, if you've seen a flying snake creature that is forming itself out of rocks, then this is odd. Okay, that's good. We'll carry on. Like we say, we'll ask Grom about the giants in the forest, I suppose. But if we know they were under some impact, and he's pointing to the giant helmet, he's like, if there's more cursed items, then that kind of makes sense, especially if they were helpful after the curse was removed. We'll check the bodies. Len comes over and initially will say that the composition and the makeup of this gloop and this flesh is very similar to the outer layers that they took off the big abomination thing you fought in the Myconid cave. The one that when they peeled back, they found semblance of another. Did we go through this? I'm pretty sure we went through this. Did we go through what they did when? Yeah, the Mindflayer. Okay, good. I thought I had said it, but I just want to check. I wasn't going to.
You mean the vampires?
The vampires, but the outer layers were very similar to this material. That's the thing on my nose.
Bless you.
Thank you. At quick glance, he'll say, like this, the abomination, how these were created or been formed, seems like whatever was able to form layers on top of a mind flayer and turn it into this grotesque beast look kind of similar to however these creatures were created. The one that you've got samples of, at least.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, possibly good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
In the sense of having some idea of what's similarly going on in different areas. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if things going on, he will ask. Bo will also ask Otter how you are doing and whether you've seen any more signs of your cursed blood returning.
No more signs. I feel well, apart from beat up. I don't feel any different or worse or anything.
She's like, well, that's a plus at least. So the curse, and if you've seen it in the giants as well, can be lifted if it doesn't go so far to the point of, and he points to like the mush, he's like abomination. We're playing with a scale here, which is good. That clearly there's a start point and there's an end point where it goes too far, and as long as you catch it early enough, there is still hope for whatever we find. Where did this thing take Andriel then?
Somewhere southeast, I think, or southwest.
Cool.
We can look for Andrea again in the morn to try and work out where.
In the morn? In the morn?
In the morning.
Morning, Von Van.
In the morning.
In the morn.
Come tomorrow.
Yeah.
When we can try and work out where she's been taken, but for now we only know that they flew south.
Southeast. Southeast. Yeah, he has the you haven't shared any of her stuff necessarily, have you? So so he has the Borderlands forest, Border Forest, map up, and he's going through from where you would have been for you tracking your route up from Stonehelm. They're like down in a southeasterly direction. Directly east is Oak Ridge, which is supposed to be an old elven outpost, the one closest to Eden, but that's east. South is Stoneholm. Southeast, but a few hexes away, is Silverford, which is the other ruin site there. But between there is there's probably like 4 or 5 different hexes that are full forest between where you were and where it was flying. So that thing would have had to fly for quite a while, but it was quick. Perfect. He's like, well, so just so you're aware, then Grom is on his way with a small group of Earthen Druids to get an update of what's going on. Hopefully he'll be able to update us on what the other Druid sects are doing, which is great, so we can find out what the plan is. Any more information we have is good. Obviously, we can ask him some questions. I'm sure he'll have some questions for you guys. I don't know what time he's coming in tomorrow, whether you're heading out or not, but I can deal with him and hand over anything you need to say. And then he holds up the sending stone. He's like, and I've got this to contact you if needs be. So we're just tidying up because the boss is coming. But yeah, if there's anything else you need us to do, let us know, because we'll be dealing with that tomorrow.
Okay, well, depending on when Grom gets here, we may well have headed back out already. But we shall see.
Cool.
Please may I explain what I've been up to?
You can indeed.
Thank you. So I, first of all, devastated upstairs. I would like to look through Andriel's note. First of all, how many notes are there? Are we talking like hundreds of pages or?
No, not hundreds of pages. Probably 50.
Okay.
But a lot of it is stuff you already kind of have seen. So there will be Bryn's maps in there, her maps that she's like redrawn using Bryn, so you can see the route that she's taken through the Border Forest and what's going on there. There's the diary, which is just like notable points, but really the notable stuff is what's in that letter that I posted in Discord. and then the rest of it is a lot of the rest of it is a druid stuff from when she was in, like, knowledge that she'd pulled from the main druid house in Orhearth, or like Bryn's correspondence with some of the druids in there. So it's just kind of, it's a lot more of it is less timely. The more timely stuff is more about the route, and then her diary was like, I'm in the forest, this is what I'm doing now.
Okay, cool. So for all the pages that are stuff we already knew, the maps, the redrawings, anything like that, I'll put to one side, which I will be giving to Bo.
Yep.
Then from the diary, I would like to read it and summarize a couple of the key points that I don't feel will then get her into trouble. So I will rewrite parts of it around the silence being unnatural, the wind forgetting to blow. There was a ring of mushrooms where Bryn showed her to listen to the soil's pulse, but she felt that something was watching, so I'll include that in my rewrite. I will make a note of the symbol etched into the bark.
Yep.
And what that looks like. And it hummed when she touched it. I'll put that in there as well. I'm going to skip the dream completely. And then I'm going to say that she sensed Bryn, and as part of that she asked what he became but didn't get a response, but that the forest seemed to be reacting to her trying to communicate with him. That she felt that she was always meant to follow him. Then I'll make a side note of our notes that she went through the forest, and apart from being captured and not fed properly by giants, she didn't seem like she'd been fought or injured. So there was some level of protection. And then I will say, the last camp, would we have known where that is? Or would we kind of just have to guess based on her map, I guess?
Yeah.
Cool. So I will compare the map to the diary and determine where her last camp was.
Yeah. You'd assume that it's right on the outskirts of Silverford.
Cool. So then for that, then I'd put last camp, Silverford ? That there were no animals or noise, it was just roots. And that she was concerned that finding Bryn would mean that she would not survive finding Bryn. So as part of my rewrite, I've put a lot of what was in the diary in there, but sort of removed some of the emotional attachment stuff between Andrea and Bryn. And the intention is because I don't want them to dismiss it as, oh yeah, there was a rumour that they were together or whatever beforehand.
You're going to give that to Bo?
Yeah. Along with the redrawn maps. Sorry?
In the evening or in the morning?
I'll go down tonight and give it to him.
Okay.
I would also like, before I go down, to spend an hour to summon John.
Okay.
Please.
Yep, you spend time to summon John.
Cool. And then I'll go down tonight and see him.
Okay. So you can hand that over to Bo as he goes through it. We'll read, we'll digest, we'll start remapping up Andrea's route onto your map route as well, so he's got that information to pass to Grom as well. And we'll just essentially take time going through and digesting that information. But I don't think we'll have any immediate questions straight away.
Cool. I will find Von Van as well. After I've done that. I don't know if you're still in the room, Von, or gone upstairs.
I guess I probably would have gone upstairs by now, I imagine.
Okay. I knock politely on your door.
Hello?
Can I come in?
Of course.
Thanks. Yeah, I need to be invited in. I shut the door and then quietly tell him I gave a summary of the notes from Andrea. A lot of it was just maps and redrawings and notes that Bo would have already had from before. But I did give him her map. He's going to remap her route and Bryn's route and our route just so that he's got that. I did remove some of the more emotional parts because I don't feel that that's fair to share Andriel's thoughts and emotions, and I feel like there is some sort of connection between Bryn, but from reading it, and I don't even want to really share everything that I've read with anyone because it feels incredibly personal, but it says in there about he's taught her to write in the dirt to communicate that way before any of this stuff. So I feel like there probably was some level of connection before this Deathbloom thing, and I don't know about you, but from the stuff that I've shared, it does feel like he is, you know, part of this, or he is this.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you handing over some of the information. I know it was hard for you to give any of that over. We will find her again, and we will rescue her again.
I just hope it's not too late. And it's nothing against druids or anything. I'd be the same with anyone. Like, it's not a druid thing. It's just
I didn't take personal offence to it.
Well, that makes a change. I just think that.
All right, I did take fucking personal offence.
We give everything to everyone, and we don't know the answers yet. And I just don't want to jeopardize the chance of getting to her alive. You know, the druids might be like, well, she's a traitor. She betrayed us. She did whatever that we don't know about. That they may not want us to go and look for her or try to rescue her if they know that she's been following the voice of Bryn through the forest this whole time. You know?
Well, I mean, while it may not be exactly what you want to hear about, Andrew, is if this creature has taken her to Bryn or to Deathbloom, at least in a weird roundabout kind of way, it means that we know where our target is, right?
Mm-hmm. I just hope that she's not a casualty in doing so. I hope she's not the sacrifice.
No, of course. We will do our best to save her.
John uses a wing to wipe one single tear from Faven's cheek.
That's a dexterous bird.
This isn't the first time he's had to do this. Okay, cool. Alright then. Well, I'm feeling like shit, so I should probably go and rest.
We all need good rest.
Alright then. See ya.
Speaking of, can we press our long rest buttons?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you can all take a rest as Bo gets to work adding that information to the map work. Definitely allowed to the map that you've got there, and the other bits he will store probably to share what he needs to share with Grom. As you all get a nice rest, nice sleep in the Silent Dagger, and awake the next morning.
Can I get up around 10 minutes earlier than everyone else would be? The usual time people wake up.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're at.
Zagan to barely wake up. Oh, Zagan going to get up early? You're going to catch him out?
But I'll be up after Bond then.
Yeah.
You don't know which half I took my 4 hours.
Going downstairs. All right, well, I'm going downstairs separately.
Yeah.
I shan't follow you.
I will spend 10 minutes getting something ready for when everyone else comes downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, is it a surprise? I mean, I don't know it yet because I'm not there.
You don't know
but-
yet.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Zaga will be down early
Yeah,
for once.
Zaga thinks he gets up early and then realizes that both
He's the last one up.
The elves are both awake and downstairs already. He's like, oh fuck!
What are you two doing up so early? I thought I was early.
Good morning.
When everybody else is up, I need to talk to you about something quickly. But I don't want them downstairs to hear it.
Have you washed your feet yet, Zaga?
Yes?
Can I look at his feet to see if he's washed them?
Look at his feet.
Not even going for an insight check, just going for a full
Why is that? Just look at his
investigation.
feet. Just pick him up.
His
It's
feet
only
are
a
filthy.
9.
His feet are filthy.
Okay.
Okay, so the 10 minutes I'm spending is creating a hero's feast.
Oh,
You've been cooking.
Told you it was a pie.
magically cooking is a pie.
Is there
You ain't
duck?
duck.
I fucking knew it.
There is duck. I
Zaga goes straight to the
specifically
duck.
made sure there is duck.
Bo comes downstairs and says, "See, I told you there was duck. You're welcome."
And Bo and Len are welcome as well, because it's up to 12 people. So,
Nice. They will.
What do we get for
touch
Hero's
in.
Feast?
You get loads
so
of shit.
you're immune to poison and being frightened. All wisdom saves are made with advantage.
Useful.
Zaga likes this.
Yeah.
Zaga will remember this.
Oh, no.
And everyone's hit point maximum is increased by 2d10.
Is that temporary hit points?
Oh
It's-
no! Is it maximum?
No, it's
No,
hit
so-
point maximum increased for 24 hours.
Yeah. So you
So
can,
that's not temporary, it's actually maximum hit point.
it might be
increase.
easy to track in temporary, but you can heal up these hit points.
Who
Yeah.
rolls the 2d10? Do we do it individually?
I roll it, I think.
Hero's Feast
So I rolled an 11, so...
Better than the 8
Nice.
I rolled.
Also, I woke up as feeling extra tough this morning. Now it feels even tougher.
Oh, she's got even more. Oh yeah, level 15.
Do we have to eat the feast for a set amount of time?
It's for an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
got
if you
gorgeous
click on your HP on it, you can do a max HP modifier, which
Oh, nice.
keeps it as the max HP, but then you can just delete that afterwards.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
So yeah,
Amazing.
so everyone's immune to poison and
Oh, it's giving me
fun.
max hit points though. It's giving me 144, so I'm gonna go back to 130.
oh yeah, but if you click on it again, it tells you what your normal one is in brackets.
Oh, yeah, but it says current 144, which I don't want.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, you do want it because it's not temporary. It increases your
Oh.
max hit
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
24
but as in,
hours.
does it
Today.
heal us for that extra
Yeah,
11
yeah.
as well?
It gives you
Yes,
those.
yeah,
hit points.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, it doesn't just give you the slot. That'd be annoying.
So after the time eating,
Mhm.
Zaga wants to gather the group quickly without Bo and Len.
Yeah, Boneland.
Oh, you doing
Once
some scrying?
Boneland eat, they pretty much grab their food and go back downstairs.
Hi, Zaga.
So, I've got some business I need to take care of quickly. And I think it would be best if you guys came with me.
Zaga, are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Zaga doesn't answer, and instead he casts teleport on the group.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
I think there has to be a DM roll for teleport, but I have an item from where we're going, so I think it's basically guaranteed we get where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the chances? Isn't it if you have that, then it's 100% anyway? There's not actually a roll. Or is it like a 1%
I
chance?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Associated objects, yeah.
Yeah, cool. As
Guaranteed.
long as you've got the associated.
So the associated object is my bagpipes, and we're teleporting into Zaga's mum's house on Draca.
Are there pictures? Can I investigate pictures of Zaga as a baby?
You haven't gone
Baby
through
Zaga.
yet.
Oh.
Nice. So yeah, as you... what? Read the wording of teleport. Does it create like a door? Is it a circle you disappear to? You can't see where you're going, can you?
The spell instantly transports you in up to 8 willing creatures of your choice. Was anybody unwilling? Because you'll stay behind.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
want to
always
be with
lying.
you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck it, might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Art would care.
Finish the spell, draws out, poof,
Right,
the
yeah,
teleport
fine,
circle comes up.
whatever.
As you
What
step
bullshit
into
are you
it.
taking us on, Zaga?
You step into it as you are teleported. Very different to the portal. Like the tree stride is teleportation, but it creates a portal in which you like step through. It's like a seeming reality where teleport you disappear into like spectral light, and as your eyes come to again, you are just in this other place. The first thing that hits you is the smell of cooked duck. Either you brought some with you, or wherever you have landed, that is the smell of this house. Slow roasted duck as you land in a small wooden hut, like a small cottage. Small as in the ceiling is low. For those that are slightly taller, you all feel a little bit cramped as you look around, as you land in a kobold house. Smell of duck is strong in the air, and Zaga, you know exactly where you are. You are in the living room, the big living space of your parents' hut.
And I will say out loud, it smells like home!
I did not prepare myself for voices. As you hear like the dropping of a pan, as then from the side little room, which is where the smell is coming from.
Please tell me it's Zaga's mum.
There is a older female kobold with a pinnet on that is dirty, that just pokes her snout round. Is more... which way round would it be? I think this kobold, slightly older kobold, is more bronze than blue. So it has more of the bronze coloration that is dotted about Zaga, but this is like the primary colour. As Zaga's mum quick pops her head out and she goes, No, Mum, my boys! And she just comes trotting out towards all of you there and just grabs Zaga. As she goes to put her arms round you, realizes that you're a bit bigger now with your dragon hide, and she grabs you and goes, "Oh, my Zaga, you've got so big," and then looks around at everybody else and it's like, "Oh my!" And then she goes to the front door, opens it up, and just is like, "Griff, the boy's home!" And then slams the door and turns around to greet you. As you can see this, well-dressed in a pinafore, dirty pinafore where she's been cooking, this slightly older kobold who is just wide-eyed, bewildered, looking at all of you, and then her little Zagazoon, who's actually quite big.
Hey, look, I got my bagpipes back! Can I show her the bagpipes?
You can... I mean, we're not very happy about you just disappearing off like that for those bagpipes. You know, those brothers of yours came looking for you. Did they find you?
Those are the ones that gave them away!
Oh, you know what they're like. The games you guys play.
They're assholes!
But you didn't have to run off like that.
I found them! Look, I brought visitors!
And she looks around to all of
I
you.
wave.
It's just like, and this whole conversation
my,
would have been in Draconic. So sorry. So anybody that doesn't speak Draconic would have had no idea what's going on. Bar the screaming and stuff. You could have.
Fabian will put her hand out, and in Draconic says, "Pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Zoom."
I just want to stand there,
Nice.
trying to look cool with my cloak waving behind me.
Nice. You can do that. And it's not a very big room, like with all 5 of you in there plus Zaga's mum, it's like pretty cramped. As she kind of stops herself for a second, like wipes her hands down, puts her hand out towards you and takes a little curtsy, and replies back and says, "Nice to meet you. My name is Crick and I'm Zaga's mummy." She has, as you see, as she like kind of tied it, where she's in the pinafore and kind of a little dirty, she kind of, as she preps herself slightly for meeting people, you notice that she is wearing, as she puts her hand out, she has like her fingers are we talk about Pat Butcher with Otter. I think Zaga's mum is more Pat Butcher, but with this really nice sea glass and shells and barnacles that have been polished, all turns into trinkets. She has like earrings that are studded into like the base of where her ears would be and like kind of run up to the tip. All of them, none of them you think are probably like diamonds, but they are all like the best, the shiniest, the most perfect shells, sea glass pieces, all turned into different ornate jewelry that she is kind of covered in. And you imagine if she had been aware, she probably wouldn't have been wearing the pinafore to greet you.
After have we been here about 10 minutes?
No, you've been here about a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
I will say
But
to
you
her,
can start
"Hey,
combat.
Ma, you might want to speak in that common tongue for the rest of them.
And she goes, I'm very sorry. Welcome to Draca and our home. We are the Zooms, and my husband will be home shortly. I'm so glad to see you, Zaga. As she goes, and then runs off, takes her pinafore off, and comes back out, rattling like a small set of glasses and just like a bottle of something that she puts down and says, please, take a seat. She puts it down, and then she kind of looks at you for a second as she sits back and then is bemused as he puts the plate down. Looks at you, Zaga, flicks back to Draconic, and she's like, how did you get here?
Well, it's kind of magic, but I have important business, and I switch back to common for this. Mm-hmm. So I need to speak with the elders urgently.
She's like, the elders. I'd say as you flick into common and you hear the door open up as a slightly stockier, suave, V-shaped, older gentleman kobold walks in. And says, Great Crack, what have I told you about shouting out for me in the street? We look like crazy people. And he looks up and goes, my God. Well, he's finally home, is he? And Matt brought a bunch of outsiders. I smell a business opportunity as he walks up, like polishes his claws and puts his hand out and shakes all your hand. He's like, nice to meet you. My name is Griv. I'm a traveling merchant. What can I do you for? Are we here for some goods? He's like, Zaga, you brought us some customers? And he shakes all of your hands individually, starts pouring.
Nobody wants to buy your crap, Dad.
I mean, everybody wants to buy. It's not crap. I sell the best things this side of Ashling. So what brings you to Draca?
We've just been in Ashling, and I bet we found better stuff than you've got.
Shoots you with a side eye. Well, I'll go and get my best stuff, and I'll be back to see what might tickle your fancy. As he shoots back to try and clobber together some bits here. As your mum is like, the elders. You need to see the elders.
Yeah, I need to see the elders urgently. I'll probably take this one with me, and I point at Faywin. But the others need entertaining. They can go shopping or something, right?
Your dad.
Not with Dad.
Gravel, I'll look after them. Don't worry. I'll give you the tour of Draca. It'll be the best paid tour you've ever had.
Wait, I'm not paying for the tour.
Oh, you're not paying for the tour. It's just it's a fee to help the island. You know, it goes to the people. You don't want to help the people of Draca, do you? I mean, who did? Zaga would have brought in here no cheapskates. They don't want to hurt the people of Draca, did he?
I will whisper
I go up behind Zaga and jingle his bag of money.
Don't let him go.
My boy's brought back his riches.
He told me that he was going to pay off the house. I don't know if you still hear anything on that.
Pay off the house? Oh my God, we're going to be rich.
Yeah, I have urgent business, and just one thing. Otter, you might want to be careful here with all of your stuff.
Yes. I'll keep to a quiet place.
Mm-hmm. Well, go out with the others. Just hide all of the stuff. And I say, I shoot a look at Crick, and not that any of the stuff is important in any way.
I compliment Zaga's mum on her jewelry and sort of jangle my own.
Nice. Yeah, we'll say you comprehend like as the piecing together what your plan is. Your Draken comes through. As she thanks you in Draconian.
As Zaga says that about the jewelry, I want to make the Jeff ring invisible, which is one of the things on it.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I teleported John or not.
John's been left behind.
That's all right. He'll eat
I
the
might have
duck.
left John behind.
That's fine.
He's like,
He'll be with Bo and Len.
John's got the rest of the hero's feast to himself.
Can John be like picking up papers and giving them to Bo, like just helping out, doing his bit?
John could try and help, and Bo would probably find it quite infuriating. So yeah, that would.
But he's a druid and he likes animals, so I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, but he also likes.
Maybe he does some bird song, just help concentration.
Perfect. Whistles while they work. Nice. So yeah, as you say about meeting the elders, your mum's like, She's like, well, I mean, you have turned up and you're magical, so I can get you maybe in front of a few of them. There is, what am I going to tell them you need?
Just tell them it's urgent. I don't know if they got my letter or not yet.
It's not been that many days since you send that letter. What? She's like,
it's urgent. It's vitally important.
There's been a lot going on. Okay, let me go and find. And she disappears off. She's like, please, Griv will look after you if you need any drinks, and I will be back shortly. Your mum provides lots of very nice jewelry and is a bit not a gossip per se, but it's a bit of a like mum to the kobolds. The kobolds are like raised in packs. So like all the kids are dropped off at nursery and all the mums look after the kids like lions and their cubs, which is why you have loads of brothers. They're probably not actually your brothers. It's just the way you were all raised. So she knows lots of the female kobolds and therefore has some ins with some of the elders. But saying it's important is an interesting one. Give me, for fun, give me a D6 roll, Zaga.
2.
2. Nice.
And while you're thinking about it, I'll turn the favor down. So I'm gonna need your help.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
What do you
probably
need?
only one because outsiders.
Uh-huh. What do you need? In Draconic.
And you can speak the language, which is basically why it's you.
Oh, you don't mean that I'm really charismatic or anything?
You can speak the language.
No. Okay.
But
Well,
everybody else, don't buy anything off my dad. There's a great market, though.
Why are we speaking to the elders, Saga?
It's important. You'll find out.
Can you brief me on the way, maybe, so I have some sort of idea what...
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Favor feels sick.
So you you have some drinks there. It's like a weird brewed salty alcohol, like a salty schnapps type thing. It's quite refreshing. And it's actually probably quite nice for Otter. Something like you maybe drank something similar before, just like made spirit alcohols that are kept. It'd be the one that was kept in the cupboard with the dust all over it. This one would be, but it's there as a small drink to take the cold off. And you would have noticed with the door opening twice that the Draca itself is you can see outside snow. Even though it's like March time, springtime, outside is snow out, and it is cold in this part of Draca. Wherever you are based at the moment, wherever you've landed into, there is snow outside and it is cold. Your mum comes back not long after with an elder that you know is called he's called Elder Tick-Kick, Tikkik, but everyone calls him Shinetooth. He is like a dispute settler. He's supposed to be like a voice of the common folk. He takes like the people's message to the other elders who have other specialisms. He was like kind of put on there because kobolds thought that they weren't getting all the opinions. It was like led by the lawkeepers or led by like the tunnel workers or the fishermen. And what about everyone else that wasn't one of those? He managed to wiggle his way in, and he's a bit of a silver tongue. Not everyone necessarily trusts him. So yeah, as your mum comes back and kind of looks at you and goes, sorry, only one I can find, as in walks Tick-Kick, sorry. Small, blue and bronze kobold, same as Zaga, and kind of, it's like, whoa, well, this is quite a surprise. You are right, there are outsiders. I didn't see your boat land in. Welcome to Draca. How can we help?
There's no boat, old Shinetooth.
Well, I mean, Zaga, you've brought a bunch of outsiders to the island.
We've been adventuring over on the mainland.
I heard you.
Saving the world and everything, you know.
I heard you ran off looking for some bagpipes.
I found them, but we're still saving the world.
Okay, saving the world. This is great.
Those Alps over in Allhearth, they're bloody stupid. They think they're so much better than all of us. They locked me up, you know.
Faywin kind of clears her throat, puts her hand out to
This
Shine
Alp's
Tooth,
okay.
and Draconic says, "Pleasure to meet you." And side-eyes Zaga.
He goes, well, now that is interesting. An outsider that speaks Draconic. Nice to meet you. My name is Tick-Kick, but these guys call me Shine-Tooth. You can call me whatever's easiest for you. So, what do we need to do? What's the help you need?
I need to see the elders. I need to see all the elders. I need to see the Dragonborn elders.
The Dragonborn Elders. I mean, Zago, we can't just go walking in there to the Dragonborn Elders because you turned up with your bagpipes. You know how this works.
I got important information, old man.
Yeah, what's the information then? What's the cell? How do we get in?
Making sure I'm speaking in Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over towards him and I'll whisper in his ear. And I'll say, I've seen dragons.
He rolled incredibly low. He steps back and like looks at you, and then looks at Fabian. And he's like, "Alive?
Alive! Oh. This one can verify." And I point at Fabian again and speaking out loud again instead of whispering.
She can verify what?
He's like, "Okay, all of you?"
The rest of them struggle with the language. They won't be much help. We'll just need the one.
You see him look out from behind Zaga and look at you guys and like lean back in. Okay, well you guys, well, I mean, good that she can speak the tongue. Let's go speak to Ash now. He'll get us in. Dragons. As he goes, enjoy all the dragon sites have to offer. I'm sure Quick and Greer for giving you a tour. Please make your way around Galeon's Rest. I'm sure you'll find lots of interesting characters. As he looks at you two and goes, let's go. And then he will get out what would be like a very small, like probably a couple of copper, puts it in your mum's hands, like clasp, and says, Quick, thank you for bringing this to me. I appreciate it. And then leads Zaga and Faywin out.
Can I just quickly do one thing? When Zaga whispered, so Faywin wouldn't have heard that, right? And then so Faywin would have heard him say alive.
Yeah.
Would Faywin have heard him go dragons before we left? I don't mind rolling something for it if you want.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 14.
Yeah, because I rolled real low. I rolled a 4 and a 5. I think you would piece together what Zaga would have told him, and then the alive and the reaction is a bit like the reaction that Zaga had to see in Dragons. I think you would piece that together pretty quickly. He's Shine-Tooth's not very tactile. Not on this matter.
I'll turn around to the others and say, enjoy the island. We won't be here that long. We'll probably be gone tomorrow morning. If everything gets sorted before then. Don't let Anna get arrested.
As we're walking out, I imagine that I'm sort of running, but slowly behind these short-legged folk. And I turn to Vumvan, and I sort of pull like a face. Did it in real life. And then telepathically, I'm a snitch on you, Zaga. He's telling them of the green dragon. And then shuffle away.
Nice. Cool. So you are following, trying to keep up with Shine-Tooth as he is heading straight towards another elder. Oh my god, I've got too many elders in here. Elder Dozra, who everyone calls Ash Snout, is a more reddy bronze kobold in coloration, but lots of black parts on there. There's a very dark snout, hence Ash Snout, is the Flame Keeper and Dragon Envoy. So this is the elder that sits on the Dragonborn Council as well as the Kobold Council and kind of decides what goes up, because the kobolds, as you can imagine, come up with a lot of problems that aren't necessarily problems that Dragonborn want to deal with. So you guys head off towards him. The rest of you are on Draca. You are in the Zoon's house. You have Griv as a guide if you would like, and then you have Quick, who is also around if you would, who can accompany you. You can explore a bit of the island to find out what is going on in Draca. It's somewhere you likely have never been. Otter, you will have passed by Draca before, but I don't think you ever would have landed. Normally, the kobolds and the dragonborn do their own merchant running out, but you would have probably passed by Draca before, but never been on the island. You know, Otter, you would know best of its climate. That again, it is cold. But it's a volcanic island, so it has a big volcano. It's not a very big island. It has a big volcano in the middle, and at the outer edge is where the town is. The town which is called Gileon's Rest. Gileon being the last ice dragon that died. And they situate the town right on the cusp of where the volcanic activity and the cold meet. So there is some warmer land, but that is the upper part of the city, and there's a lower part of the city. Lower part of the city where the kobolds live, closer to the docks, colder. Upper part of the city, maybe more where the dragonborn are, and slightly warmer, slightly less frost and cold up there. But up to you if you guys want. We can cut back for you guys to do some exploring if you would like. As Zago and Faywin trot out of the room pretty quickly.
I will send Bo a message, seeing as hearing Zaga saying that we'll probably go back tomorrow morning. I will just quickly say Zaga's teleported us to Draca. Not sure why.
Hashtag gone to Draca.
Possibly back later / tomorrow.
Okay. He'll be like,
You should have added started drinking at 9 a.m.
okay. Well, Grom will be here today, so if it's tomorrow, that's good. Nice.
And also, can I, I guess, if we go to the markets now, would one of Zaga's parents come with us, or was it we could just go and
you can go on your own? Yeah, you can decide not to take a tour if you want. You can walk around. It's unusual. I think Quick would explain that it's a little unusual to see people from the mainland over here, but not like prohibited, and doesn't never happen. Just very rare that. Because the Dragonborn have cut themselves off, it would be merchants or people that traders come through. Like the circus was here at some point, so there are chances to be there, but it would be it'd be the equivalent of being like a tall ginger man in Cambodia. You're gonna stand up, everyone's gonna be looking at you, probably trying to sell you stuff, probably trying to like get some stuff from you.
Yeah. Because there's one item. There's one item I want to look for specifically going around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the predominant tongue would be, with the kobolds, would be, the language would be Dragon. What is the fucking language?
So I may
Draconic.
Draconic.
I'd say it's okay for Otter to go out, probably.
I may take one of the parents with me.
Yeah, so if you need to go, I think it would be fine to go. It's what you talk about, right? Just being random humans,
Just, hide the artifacts if any Dragonborn are looking at them suspiciously.
Where do I hide a great big golden trident?
Up your bottom.
Or the book that you still have in your
bag
hand.
of holding.
Oh, you got a bag of holding.
No, I'm not letting go of my items.
Oh yeah, true. Well, then you can stay at the house.
But yeah, so you have the lower city, and then you have the upper city. Lower city will be, we'll say like the mum gives you a rundown. So Galeon's Rest, the lower Rest, is where like the fish market is, communal kitchens and food halls, where the warehouse district is, the Fisherman's Guild, where the kobolds do the working, where the ships come in, where they get turned around, where they get moved out. Upper Rest is where you have the temple to Galeon, the temple of the fallen dragon. You have the libraries, the historical records, schools, all like the training areas that were up there, as well as another like the bigger communal dining hall, which would be Dragonborn and kobolds. It's where everybody goes to eat. No one pays to feed on Draca. There's just food being cooked all the time. So yeah, it's upper for Dragonborn and library, historical records, temple stuff. Lower for markets and trading. I need a pee, so we'll have a think about that, and then we'll cut back to Zaga and Faywin to get started, and then we'll just dip in and out. If you guys have stuff to do, if you don't have anything you want to do, just let me carry on. But yeah, you got a chance to go around and find some stuff out about Draca if you would like. So, let me get my page up of people. Yep.
As we're walking, Zaga will be turning to Faywin and pointing things out and explaining the history of the island and moving here when the dragon died, and how there's the big temple, and how the dragon kind of essentially stagnated and suffered on this island without a dragon.
Faymon will likely ask questions for clarity and knowledge and lore and all of that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's loads of
She's
different bits.
nosy.
Yeah, and they all have so the elder system. So the Draca works with two councils of elders essentially. The kobolds mirror the Dragonborn in that the oldest of the clans that specialize in those different areas are considered the elders. They meet to discuss, and whatever they discuss is kind of final. There is an envoy between the kobolds and the Dragonborn. So the Dragonborn have a kobold member of their elder community to go through the kobolds and their kind of problems and whatever else is in the island, but they don't want all of them in there because they argue about lots of stuff. There's lots of bickering between the kobolds. There's lots of mistrust between the kobolds and different things, like just classic, very soap opera stuff between the different kobold elders. I don't think, Zaga, you would have a great insight into how the Dragonborn... You'd know who the Dragonborn elders were, but I don't think you'd have as good an insight into how their council works or the in-play between their councils as you do with the kobolds. So there's, Ashnout is the envoy between him. You know that he's a bit hooty-snooty, and the rest of them think he's a bit hooty-snooty because he's the one that goes and talks to Dragonborn, so he gets done in for that. Shinetooth is supposed to be the voice of the people, but there's loads of rumours about him bringing the case towards the council that best suits him, not necessarily the people. Does that mean best suits him with gold in his palm? Who knows? So there's lots of different backs and forwards between the kobolds, and it's a bit more disjointed. By one or two and accidentally finding him, you found the one that wants to capitalise on Zaga's story with Ashnout for probably his own personal benefit. But if that gets you in front of the elders, it gets you in front of the elders, right? So as you guys are making your way through to Ashnout lives very close to the upper rest. So Fabian, you get to see this as you come out. And the Zunes live in a very nice little section of these quaint little cottage huts up on the cliffside. And the upper rest is the lower rest does roll all the way down to the sea in the end, which you can see kind of runs off to the south of the island. But they live much higher up, and you can see it goes up again. And as you make your way up and through, you can start to feel that change in temperature. Zaga also brought you here without any knowledge. So you've come from a kind of getting into warm spring-ish day, mid-March, back to the depths of mid-January, where it is cold. So you notice, because you haven't got many layers on, as you get up into the upper rest, you start to almost feel the heat off the volcano. The ground itself feels a little bit warmer the further you get up. As you get to the council chambers, the library centre that a lot of the elders will all work out of, and you are presented with Ashnout, this slightly red, slightly black in coloration kobold, about probably the same age, slightly older than Zaga's parents, but not an elder, as in super, super old. He's still a bit sprightly, maybe just a little bit older than Shinetooth. Both of them are a lot older than Zaga. Shinetooth kind of rocks up and is in Draconic, hey, Ashnout, we've Zaga Zune is back, and he's brought us some very interesting information that we might want to pass up to the Dragonborn folk. He's and he looks at him, looks at you three, and then looks at the elf, and he's Shinetooth, how many times do we have to go through this? They don't want to hear about all your little problems that Zaga Zune and such, no offense, has just brought to us. and he's like, I really think you need to hear this. And he kind of leans over to you, Zaga, and Phelan. Or opens up to
Zaga
you.
will say, we've been traveling across Ashling. There's a lot of weird things happening there. It's not the point of why we're here. But during our travels, we've encountered dragons.
He kind of stops.
We need to tell the Dragonborn Council.
You say dragons? Multiple dragons?
Yes, this one, Faywin of Olhearth. She speaks our language. She can verify what we've seen.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance in Draconic.
We've seen two, one alive and one a spirit trying to get back into the world.
What
The spirit was really quite something. As was the dragon that was alive, but the spirit was, yes, as I look at Zaga, remembering how awful that time was.
And Ashtooth, you said, is the one who's to do with dragons and things. Dragon lore.
Yeah.
I said the spirit. The spirit's name was Skuldaris.
Skaldaris. He kind of like
He should be known to you.
burrows his like like furrows his brow. He's like Skaldaris. Skaldaris was who he is the Lord. I think he would. Definitely.
May I ask just one quick question? With guidance, can someone tell that I'm casting it on myself and then be like, why are you casting guidance on yourself?
What is the verbal semantic thing on it? What's the VSM?
Both. Components VS.
So yeah, they would see that you're casting a little
Okay,
spell on
fine.
yourself, but
Okay, cool, thank you.
just like patting yourself on the back.
Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great.
They don't know your customs though, so you could probably play off. Sorry, Skaldaris. She's like Skaldaris. Skaldaris was dragon in this. No, Skaldaris. Skaldaris is an ancient dragon, a dragon of devastation. A dragon. Oh,
His
okay.
spirit lives.
And who owns his spirit?
Well, that's what I want to present to the council along with our other information.
And this other dragon, the one that lives?
Have you heard of one called Zaga always struggles with the name.
Grindelmere, wasn't it?
Grandelmath.
Grandelmath.
Grandelmath, no, I am not aware of. There is Grandelmath. This is, we would need to take this to you're right, we need to take this to the Dragonborn. They have been busy recently.
They need to hear this.
They are moving for something. There is much unrest in the Dragonborn Council. I will.
I need to make a statement in front of them.
I will find time. Let me speak to them, and I will come back. We will try and get them convened. I mean, the News of Dragons. I'm sure we can get them convened as soon as possible. You have come into the island today. You are here with the boat. Is there something we need to take care of?
No boat. We're here though.
Okay. You can see like the not confusion, but it's like the weight of that on Ash now as he says, okay, Sakazun, please, I will find you. I will send a message for you and your.
We will go to the food hall in the upper town.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. As he grabs his, he has like a small staff with like an ever lighting flame in it, and heads round with a thing as as he starts heading out, like kind of gives you a nod and a goodbye. Heads out quickly. You see Shinetooth kind of follows up behind him. He's like, "Hey, Ashnell, I brought it to you. You gotta listen to me." And you kind of listen. You catch the back of him walking away, and this other elder following him up, trying to get him to do something or convince him of something. As they walk out of this and up the hill towards the rest of them. As you guys can go wait.
Zaga will take Feywin first towards the temple and show her the temple, and then go to the food hall.
Nice.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Basically, he's just trying to get her in a mood to verify information.
That'd be
about
nice to get her in the mood to talk about stuff.
It's fine. I'm still gonna insight everything. As we're walking away, or even to the temple, wherever. Saga, was that a good idea?
Yes.
Why?
Look at this place. We need dragons.
But Grendel Math, but she is a forest. She was green. She's a forest dragon. She's not going to want to come here.
I know she's not going to want to come, and they all know she's not going to want to come, but that's not the point.
Then what's the point? That you're going to capture her and make her live here?
No. We've been told for generations that dragons are dead, and yet, in our small adventure, we've managed to find 2. What does that tell you?
That they want to remain hidden.
That they're out there. And we've got to find the ones that do want to come.
If they wanted to come, Zaga, do you not think they would be here by now?
Now, you can't know the mind of a dragon. You don't know what situation they're in, but we have to look.
Okay. Never mind.
And yeah, Zach will show her the temple of Galeon.
Yep.
And explain again about how the kobolds and dragonborn ended up here after their dragon was killed.
And it's
Are there gift
supposedly the
shops
last
at the temple?
There's no gift shop at the temple. No. This is like when temples were temples rather than when temples were tourist
Tourist
attractions.
You can
did
get
not
some
make tourists
jewelry
here.
from Zaga's mum later.
Yeah, you could get jewelry from Zaga's mum. Griffith will sell it to you at a very decent price. Straight off his wife's ears. Yeah, so the Hall of Hollow Ice. When you get up to this temple, it's carved completely out of the volcanic stone that's here, like out of the hard stone. And the outside of it is all volcanic stone. Like carved, cathedral-like is a bit too grand, but it's carved into a shape of an actual building, a stone-like big open entryway point, and like open entryway point that would be big enough for a dragon, not just for dragonborn, dragon and kobolds. Big open entryway that just runs through, bit of an open column. Feels like it was like one big piece of stone that they made the best of and hollowed out through the center. As you get inside, though, you can see where it painstakingly it must be like that they keep ice on the inside. It's almost the inside of it is almost like a hollow. It's like imagine flipping a volcano where the inside is ice rather than lava. It's a bit like that. Everything inside and around the outside is all frozen. It's all ice. Is all carved into ice sculptures and runs all the way up. And it gives it where the light shines in through the middle, kind of like crystalline and bounces around. It's incredibly bright in here with light. And it looks like there's diamonds everywhere with the ice that moves. But as Zaga can kind of point you round, it is a mural that runs from one all the way round the inside of this chapel that tells the story of the fall of Gleon, the fall of the last city. And would you know the last city? I think you probably would. Give me a history check, Feywin.
Hey, 21.
I think you know that the Dragonborn operated out of the Diamond Mountains and had another city on the mainland, and that was all. Both were lost, but one of them was completely destroyed in the war. And this goes through and tells the story of that city. That the fall and conquest was the fall of Inverath. Is the name of the Dragonborn city, which now sits in where the Shattered Isles were, where the last stand was taken, where the Dragonborn that lived there were forced back. There was nowhere else to go. They're in like the corner of the mainland, so they had to hit the sea. The Dragonborn that live here in the main were the refugees from Inverath, And it tells the story of, Inverath holding, Inverath then, and the giants turning up, the fight between Galeon and the giant king. The king giant was called Alba, and the fall of everybody at the end. And it's a way to you can see that it's set up as a way to, not to incite revenge, but remembrance. Like, it is ingrained in this. You quite clearly hear that there is they never want to forget that they lost a lot of Dragonborn in that city falling because of what happened in that war. And the people that made up the most of Draca were the refugees of that. So obviously the people that came here were quite bitter about that when they got here. And that is what's been ingrained over years and years and years with no outside influence. So as you go around. But it's been very beautifully carved, like the carvings of it here. This is like a mural with like colours and ice in there, not stone carvings, that just tells this whole story of Galeon's fall and then Galeon's rest, which is this island here.
With I know that the Fey Shard thing is more forest-based stuff, but as we're walking around this area, can I see if there's any type of reaction with... I imagine because it's cold, it might be easier to feel any warmth from the shard. And I'd like to be doing that as we walk through Draca in general at any key points.
Okay, cool. You don't get Fey presence, but you feel the warmer you get, the more of a magical entity, entity feel you get. That's not right. Entity's not the right word. The more of like a feel of general magic around, only lightly, and it's not really Fey. It's more that there's a magical presence. There is something in that warmth that feels innately magical, but it's faint, incredibly faint.
A bit like when we were near Eliana and we could sense that there was magic. Really.
Way smaller point and way more prevalent. You get a feeling that the island itself is magical versus there being a singular point of magic, but it's a very low ping.
Got it.
As you two go to the big communal hall, the Hearthstone Commune, big gathering hall, dining hall. There's a tavern there. This is where you would stay if you weren't staying with houses, if you were here on the island. There's like very similar in some ways to where you stayed when you were staying with the Druids. Like the idea that there are rooms available, that there is a commune. As you go in there, Zaga just rocks up, starts taking a plate of food, and you're like, there's no exchange of money for a bunch of dragons that hoard gold. This is all essentially, it seems free. No one questions as you're up and walking around taking drinks and whatever else, as it seems like everybody works to produce what is on the island here. You can go and sit in this communal dining hall. You get a lot of looks, Faywin, as you move around, as there are a lot of kobolds and dragonborn here. Dragonborn tend to be only of the white, silver, or blue or bronze coloration. You don't get much outside of those, like blends of those four. Silver, white, blue, bronze, and it could be that it's like blue, silver, and bronze and white, but the four colorations of those, that seems to be the makeup of a lot of the Dragonborn here. Kobolds is a little bit more mixed, but in the main is again blue, bronze, white, silver.
As I clock everybody's staring at me, I say to Zaga, should I be greeting them or just pretending that they're not all staring?
Just ignore them. Get some food.
I awkwardly but politely smile as I shuffle through.
If any of them have anything to say, they'll ask you, don't worry.
Well, I do like to speak to them. It's good to practice Draconic.
Well, we're about to sit down at a big-ass table so you can speak to whoever's around.
Okay.
Nice. Rest of you, is there anything you would be liking to do, look at, spot, listen to around town?
I want to specifically find a certain item that is of a certain value.
Okay.
I want to look out for a like. I guess it's kind of souvenir in a way, but like a dragon statuette.
Mm-hmm.
Good place to look for one.
Yeah, it's a good place.
That, yeah, exactly. That value is around 500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Buy Faven a gift.
I'm sure Zaga's dad can sell you a
gonna
statuette
say.
for 500 gold.
Griv will definitely.
Yeah, would it actually be worth 500 gold?
You won't find out till you find out. Yeah, Griv. Yeah, if you're like, I kind of look at this, Griv will be like, I know exactly who to talk to. And yeah, he will take you down to the marketplace. He finds there's a big like fish market and then market on the side, and it is like very Wolford Market, town squares, stalls set up, all permanent stalls, but all just get used by different people depending on what they're selling. And Griv will take you down to speak to. I was going to take you to a thief, but it's not going to make sense. He'll take you to a little kobold, quite a small kobold, but very long, weird fingers. Looks more like a gecko than a kobold, called Whizzle, who is like a crafter. He also, what's the word I'm looking for? Repurposes some stolen goods. Which Griv tells you the way down, but it's completely legal. And he then will make the tinks and changes to whatever's required to make them no longer stolen and a new thing. So he'll take you down to them as you get to like experience the kobold market, see the fish smokers that are down here, all the boats that are going out, and then all the traders that are down here that are literally trying to get you to buy anything. But with Griv in tow, he can take you there, get you a deal, and because it has to be 500 gold, as long as you get the 500 gold, you can take it off and get yourself a. Is it golden? Statuette? Or is it just a dragon statuette?
So. I think it's just a statuette. Let me...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, just a statuette of a dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
Worth
cool.
at least 500 gold.
Yeah. So he can get you some. It will be a polish. It would be made of what they originally thought was like sea glass, but actually is more like a pearl or gemstone from the sea around Draca, that someone has picked up and pulled out of the sea at some point, whether it be a fisherman, whether it be a diver, whoever it is, and he has carved or can carve it into a dragon form for you. And because of it being like a giant kind of like polished pearl, it would be expensive enough for the 500 gold.
Fantastic.
It is, of course, carved in Tikaleon's fashion, so it's a white silver dragon.
Yeah, cool. That's all I was.
Buy Faven a gift. What are you doing?
There's some fish smokers here. You can get some smoked fish if you'd like.
Get her a dragon pen or something. For a postcard.
Is there a dragon stationery shop?
There's not a dragon.
Is there not like a
Can't
little
believe you're actually going to do it.
gift shop or something?
It's not a gift. They don't have visitors. We're not tourists.
I'll ask Zaga if there's anywhere that I'll speak to his dad. Sick of it.
He'll say a pen. He'll just write dragon on the side of it. Nice. Arta Otter.
Diamond shops.
Diamond shops. There will be some diamonds. Yes, that house.
I need 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds
Nice.
for reasons.
Yep.
Maybe 2. How much
That's
money
fine.
do I have?
Yeah, if Odd stays behind with Quick, hearing stories of Zaga as a child.
I've got less money than I thought I did.
Oh, oops. Maybe you can't get any then.
I've got. Don't get me wrong. I've got 29,000 gold, but sorry, 30,000 gold.
30,000 gold.
No, wait, less than that. I can't count. I've got 4,500 gold.
I was gonna say.
I'm about to say, I've got 16,000.
Ain't no way. I'm not giving out 30,000 gold.
I got the
whole campaign.
platinums wrong. I did the maths wrong on the
okay.
platinums. I added an extra 0.
Clearly.
Hey, even I'm not that bad. Come
Do
on.
I want to
Yeah.
spend 2k on? No, I only want to spend 1k on diamonds. I want to go find a
Okay.
1k diamond.
Yeah, I
If
think
possible.
if you two go out together and you go down, you definitely I think Griv will take you over to Fizwick, who is a trader of borrowed goods. And
That
definitely
sounds
there's some,
ominous.
oh yeah, it's just but there's like shipwrecks here. Merchants come to Draca all the time. Ships get lost. Dragons find it, finders keepers, and then they'll sell it to you. And if you want them, they're like, hell's yeah, buy these diamonds. Because guess what? Other kobolds ain't buying diamonds very regularly. So yeah, you two can both go with Griv as Otter gets drunk with Zaga's mum, hearing stories about Zaga as a child.
Perfect.
He probably
Am I going to
would
have to?
some
Am
of
I
the
going to have to do the
jewelry.
role play for spending 1,000 gold
No,
pieces
you
in a
won't have to
diamond?
pay for doing the 1,000, unless you really want to,
No.
because I will try and rob you. But no, you can each do
I have removed 1,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
Faven would also like a diamond because she asked Saga on the way back to where they're going if she can stop off and buy a diamond, please.
Yes, I mean you are up the top at the moment, so yeah, at some point before you leave, you could go to the diamond seller. Yes.
I just
Thank
want
you.
Otter to acquire some jewelry.
Yeah. At the end of it, Otter comes out with a load of pageantry. It's essentially Otter and
More
Zaga-
chains than Mr. T.
Zaga's mum just are comparing all their jewelry. She does notice your rather nice earrings. Nice. As you two are eating in the communal hall, you see coming in a group, like a battalion. Not a battalion, that's too big. 25, 30 Dragonborn coming in, all looking quite tired, a few looking cut, a little bit injured, as they are all coming in from the training arena that's just a few blocks over. And you can see they are being led in the front by a bronze dragonborn, question mark? Yeah, bronze dragonborn is leading the way as they all kind of march in. They're not in like a formal marching order, but they are led. Bronze dragonborn at the front, and then lines 3 wide of all these dragonborn back up to about 25, 30 of them as they come into this main hall to get food. A few of them nursing some wounds, all of them looking a bit tired. All of them wearing cloaks. Zaga and Faywin, can you give me whatever you would like, some kind of intelligence roll, perception or investigation or history or insight?
I'll do investigation.
I'll do perception. 19 perception.
I'm going to use the D12 again. I'm rolling really low on D&D Beyond today.
Why can't it be a fight?
I rolled exactly the same as last time. A 2 and plus
Jesus.
13, and then a 1 on the inspiration, so 16.
16. Zaga, you don't recognise this bronze dragonborn. This bronze dragonborn is leading. No, yeah, you like not enough to know. Not that they were either that since you've left, they've come in, or it was someone that was very quiet before that has risen. Like to be leading in like a unit of soldiers of trained martial dragonborn, you'd expect to know who like the big dogs were, but you don't recognise this bronze dragonborn. And Faywin, I would say you pick up the cloaks that they're all wearing, like the coloration of the cloaks. It's almost like a brown. It is supposed to. I suppose it's supposed to be as close to a bronze as possible. But you have seen that cloak before. You saw that cloak on the Dragonborn that were in Allhearth.
We murdered.
Yeah.
Who's around us at the table?
Just a bunch of Dragonborn. A few of the like braver ones or ones that don't care that have come and sat down. I don't think any kobolds are close enough, but you can hear them whispering. But yeah, there's a few Dragonborn.
I'll still turn to the nearest Dragonborn and say, "Hey, I've been gone for a while. I don't recognize that guy. Who is he?"
Yeah, so there's like a bit of a wily white dragonborn, looks to be from smell, probably a fisherman, ice fisherman. As he looks to you and goes, "Oh, that's Izari. Izari is leading the push. Apparently he's got big dreams to get us back to the Diamond Mountains and wants to see action, apparently.
Like the sound of that guy.
He's been working those hard.
So I was just going to say telepathically, because Zaga didn't clock the cloak, right? It was Faerun that clocked the cloak.
Yeah.
So telepathically to Zaga, I'd like to say, I know you don't like it when I go inside your head, but look at the cloak. We've seen that before. Back on the ship. Don't reply out loud.
Zaga thinks interesting.
It would have been funny if you said it out loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Where is this bronze dragonborn going?
They have led up to the food counter, and are letting, and then are just watching as all of the battalion of soldiers go through and collect food, and then they collect their food last, and they all sit together on one big long bench to eat up. Isn't really talking too much. He's talking a bit to the battalion that's there. Isn't being standoffish. But yeah, led them in, watched them all go through and get their food, picked up the food last, sat down at the end of the table with them, and is eating.
Zaga will say to Faerun, "Wait here," and then he's going to get up and go and introduce himself.
Okay.
While Zaga gets up and leaves Faerun on her own,
Yep.
I'm going to send a message in Elvish. I say Dwarvish to one that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
To say, and I'll obviously be muttering it to myself, so I just think I'm some crazy elf. He's told the elders everything, Grindelmus, Skaldaris, and now he's chatting to. He's heading to a dragonborn that looks like the one from the ship. Just an update.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will reply saying, "Be careful. Don't let him talk you into any trouble."
Faerun does out loud.
So Ice Fisherman goes, "What?"
Oh, what's your name, Intriconic? I'm Faerun. Nice to meet you. I imagine that we just have a really awkward conversation while Zaga goes away.
He is very a very intimidating figure because quite a big white dragonborn. But then takes your pleasantness for interest and tells you a lot about ice fishing and
Brilliant.
Hunting around the frozen cliffs, and talks about this how he believes in this great ice spirit that helps him be a good fisherman, and how he teaches the younger guys how to fish, and how they don't want to go out ice fishing the way he does anymore. He's a bit of like a Bear Grylls survivalist ice fisherman, where now what they do is they take trawler nets out and catch loads of fish, but he's like, no, you got to do this way. So yeah, he will just starts off intimidating and quiet, and then you lock into that one thing that he is ADHD about.
I want to ask him all about his family and stuff as well. Just
he doesn't give you time
keep
to talk about the
chatting.
family. He just keeps talking about fishing.
oh god.
Yeah.
I wish I kept sending
right,
so
Old school
that
fishing
I
with
could
the-
say
with the
help
spear.
to Womban in
okay.
the message. Okay, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, Zaga, you go and approach. You can see all of these. I would say as you get close, you then clock the coloration of because they're all wearing the same like
they would
Robin
point
Hood
it out.
hooded things. Yeah, and on the all in this brown coloration. And you recognise then that looked very close to what Orin and Kihun had as their cloaks on the boat. Just the Dragonborn had them, not the kobolds.
What was his name again?
It's a female Dragonborn called
her name.
Izari.
I'll go up to her and say, "Excuse me, Izari. My name's Zagazoo. I might have some information that you might find interesting."
at the mention of your name, as she's kind of eating, at the mention of your name, she stops and turns and looks at you and says, Zagazoon. And then kind of looks you up and down. Zagazoon, you recently have been on the mainland.
That's correct. I thought I recognized your cloaks. It reminds me of one worn by the dragonborn I encountered in Allhearth.
Yes, a dragonborn that I have not heard from in a while. Good soldier. What do you know of their whereabouts?
The last time I spoke with Arin, I sent him a message. There was a person he was looking for, and I had reason to believe they were near Redvant on a boat. I sent him a message, and he sent me one back to say that he had got my message and I was not to do anything. And that was the last time I heard from him.
And now you found yourself back here in Draca, Zagazoon. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to get in front of the Council of Elders, the Dragonborn Elders.
And
Are you privy to their meetings?
I am the newest member of the Elders, so you may be in luck. What is it you want to bring to the Elders, Zagazoon?
Well, old Ashtooth is trying to get us a hearing now. If you're on the council, then you'll hear what I have to say then. But I think, from what I've heard over there at the table, that it'll be very interesting to you. I hope that you'll hear what I have to say and be on my side.
There are only the sides of the people of Draca, Zagazoon. You know this. The sides.
And I believe that's the side I'm on. And I believe that's the side you might be on. And I look around at her beat-up troops.
Mm-hmm. Few of them are stopping, but they're listening in, but they're obviously not showing that they're listening in as they continue to eat. They have fallen slightly silent. Well, if it is on the council meeting, then I shall hear what you have to say then. But I urge you, Zagazoon, to speak plainly, not in riddles. We do not have time for riddles.
There be no riddles. I found interesting things out on the mainland while I've been exploring. And have you heard of this death bloom thing over there?
She kind of throws her brow. She's like, no.
Nah, they have a problem, the Alps there. The forest's trying to kill them all. We're in the process of trying to save them. But that's a whole different story.
Yes. Well, let's see what you have to say to help the people of Draca. You've been on the mainland quite a long time, Zagazoon. Don't forget where you're from.
Ah, believe me, I know. You'll hear what I have to say. It was good to meet you.
Just like, and you.
And I'll go back to my table.
She kind of watches
I
you.
didn't have to roll a deception check for when I said the last time I heard from her. I think it makes sense. He said don't do anything, and then I didn't hear from him.
Yeah, you didn't hear from him. I thought you were picking your words carefully to not lie.
That's about right. And I'll go back to Faywin at the table and see she's stuck in a conversation about ice fishing.
Yeah.
Hello. This lovely
I'll-
gentleman was telling me about ice fishing, Zaga.
I'll turn to the Dragonborn and say, did you know she's a tracker and a hunter?
Oh, a hunter as well. Not
Please excuse me, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, what? Okay. Goes back to eating his food.
As I walk past Sagra, I'd like to barge into him a little bit. Just give him a little nudge.
Get
little
rested. Everyone stands up.
rap. Objection!
I wouldn't do that
That's
to
what
myself.
I'm going to say in the council meeting.
Nice. So, give me 1 second, because I fear that I have forgotten a thing. I've forgotten the name of a thing, because I named it a thing that I can't remember.
Would old Griv, in his collection of junk that he sells, possibly have anything powerful and magic that he doesn't know what he's got?
No.
Damn it. He wouldn't have a tome of charisma or anything, would he?
You ain't getting that. I told you, hands straight up. Not happening. There it is. Sorry, I needed 2 tabs. That I had forgotten I had written. Nice. So you enjoy a meal or the parts of a meal. As Faerun, you disappear off and come back. When you come back, Zaga is stood with Ashnell as he's kind of like tapping his staff, and he's like, you're back. He's like, we the council have agreed to meet. I think they are bringing some other matters to the table, and word of your arrival, Zagazun seems to have reached them already. So they have agreed to meet. Let's go and get. We should go now.
Excellent. Let's go. Faerun, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So you guys, make it round. You go through procession into the main halls.
As we're walking, can I cast a spell with only a verbal component, but under my breath?
Depends what it is.
It's glibness.
Perfect spell for Zaga because he's got all the glib.
Yeah, you can do.
Any stealth roll needed, or just walking and commotion? And
I think with walking and commotion, you might be all right. Give me a give me a stealth check anyway, just to see if. Ooh, that was a good roll.
27.
27. I don't think there's a huge where you're walking now, and if you're doing it before, how long does it last for?
It lasts an hour.
Okay, so yeah, as long as you were doing it outside. Then you should be fine.
Yeah, in anticipation of getting in there.
Yeah,
But
if you were doing it
if we have to wait a while, I might be fucked.
Yeah, you have to wait for exactly 61 minutes, and then no. Nice. So yeah, you get taken round to the Draca. There's like a council hall library type thing, and it's called something. The Ice Glass Archives. But in there is where they keep the libraries, but it's also where they have the big council meetings, where they have the big chambers for holding these sort of open air things. As you kind of rushed through and set up, as you are kind of making your way in, you are passed by Izari in her full kind of armament garb, coming from the mill into this room, makes her way into the chamber as you are led and held outside to wait for probably about 10 minutes before being walked in. You are greeted by the it's a stone table. It's like it's kind of, for the amount of people, it's only 4 people here. It's like obnoxiously large round table. Tabletop again with all these carvings in the top that just are different pictorial graphs of different battle, all of them again making kind of reference to how the Dragonborn got to where they got to. And sat around the table, there is a white Dragonborn who is who would you know all the names? You wouldn't know their names, they probably wouldn't tell you. So there's a white Dragonborn, a silver Dragonborn, a blue Dragonborn, and then taking their seat last is Iziri, the white Dragonborn. All of them are have different areas, a bit like the Kobold Council. They look after different areas and look after different things, and together they make sure that the Isle of Draca make the right decisions in whatever they do. It's the best for the people, and blah blah blah. So as they kind of sat down, there are a few other Dragonborn that are there to make proceedings happen, take notes and blah 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 for the meetings as they kick in, as you are welcomed in, as they announce the arrival of Ashnaut, the envoy to the Kobolds with Zagazun, and an honoured guest from the mainland, from the city of Allhearth. And don't take your names beforehand, they just announce you as a guest. So you have these 4 Dragonborn that are sat in front of you as you are welcomed in, as the Silver Dragonborn pipes up first and introduces herself as Cinerax. as she's the voice of the rest, she's like the negotiator and lawkeeper, and says, I understand, Zagazun, that you have information that is important to us. On brief council with Azari here, Elder Azari, she will mention it too, that it is of the utmost importance that we discuss. Ashnaut we trust also would only bring us matters of great importance. So, Zakazun, what is it that you have to bring to us?
If it pleases the council, I will make a statement, and then we can discuss the specifics once I'm done.
Oh, good.
Honored elders, I, Zagazun, world-renowned performer and bane of vampires, come before you today on a matter of grave importance. Please forgive me for bringing an elf amongst you, though this one, points at Faywin, Faywin of Allhearth, daughter of their keeper of knowledge, is better than most, as she has taken the time to learn our superior language and can verify the information that I will present. We have long been told that the dragons are gone from our world, with the last slain in the tragic days that led to our people fleeing this island. This is not true. We have encountered dragons in our travels. The dragon Skuldaris exists, its soul trapped in a mask held by an ugly, ugly hag named Jenny, seeking a new body to return to this plane of existence. A green forest dragon named Grandalmeth lives. We have seen and spoken with her in person. She lives with giants that she has adopted as her people. She remembers Galeon and his death. The dragons of old are not all gone. If these two dragons still exist, then how many others? It cannot be a coincidence that during our travels throughout Allhearth and the surrounding areas that we have encountered two. There must be more. The time has come for dragonkind to end our self-imposed banishment on this island. We must venture forth to track down the dragons that still live and offer them the chance to join with us. We must go far and wide and leave no stone unturned. It is time for us to reclaim our power of old and remind the world why we were once feared. And once we have found our long-lost dragon lords, drive the filthy dwarves from our ancestral home and reclaim it for ourselves. And then Zaga sits down.
Give me
Faywin takes a deep breath.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
So glibness means I can, whatever I roll on the dice, I can replace with a 15. So persuasion will be a minimum 30.
Okay.
I can't believe you just called for a genocide.
30 persuasion.
Against your dad as well. Nuts.
He's a land of he's a free man. He's not tied down to these old dwarven
I didn't
lands.
say kill them all. I said we must drive them from our home.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Faywin's going to snitch on me now.
Oh, God.
Faywin, can you give me an insight check, please?
Oh, my God. 9.
9. That doesn't help.
Give you another one if you like.
No. You.
That's actually lower than my passive insight. How does that work? My passive
no.
insight is
Skill issue.
Yeah, no, it is a skill issue. Yeah, passive insight, you pick up some stuff, but to pick up, you don't know. There is not enough reaction, and you are not familiar enough with Dragonborn to passively pick up how that might.
As I ended my speech, I was looking at the bronze, copper, whatever it was, Dragonborn that I spoke to in the food hall.
Yep.
Do I notice anything from her?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
This will go well.
You're saying insight.
I'll use a D12 again. Fuck's sake. 11.
11. You can. They are again. All of them are barely moving. Like they're not. There's no like reactioning or gap and cheer. They. But you can see that there is. They are looking towards the other three more than looking back at you. The other three are looking back at you and kind of processing what you said, where Zari is more interested in what the other three are going to do than what you have just said. If that makes sense.
And Zagor will say to them all, if you have any questions, I know it's a lot to take in. I did send a letter about the spirit of Skaldaris, but I fear it may not have arrived here yet.
The
other thing with glibness is no form of magic can detect whether I'm telling the truth or lying.
Mm-hmm. The Silver Dragon Board, Seranix, will speak up first as she looks towards you both and says, this is interesting information you bring, Zakazun. There are dragons alive on Ashling and we have not been made aware. This Skaldaris is not alive. Where is this Skaldaris held? Are you aware of who Skaldaris is?
Well, he inhabited my body for a time. He wanted to use it to come back into this world, but with our other mission going on at the moment, it was too important to let him. So he resides in the mask where I found him. A mask held by a hag in the border forest of Ashling named Jenny. Faywin here was with us when we defeated the spirit and drove it from my body.
Faywin nods.
She was also witness to its effects on me when it took possession of my body. Faywin, tell them.
In the previous conversation, the guy said Skaldaris was destructive, right? The ancient thing. Okay, cool. So, yes, he had a very destructive way about him. He was not himself at all. He was acting very much out of character, very aggressive, very driven for all sorts of things, all sorts of destructive behaviours.
But you saw the spirit as well.
Yes. It was.
And you can verify the authenticity of it.
I can.
You hear the White Dragonborn, who's slightly scowling, but that might just be her face rather than anything else, looks towards you and looks across at the rest of them and says, Elders, this is not, we should not be messing with Skaldaris. He was a lesser form than the worm beneath the waves. He was an underling of the Dracanus Ignis. We do not want to bring his power on us. We are not to be slaves to the Red Dragons. This is not a spirit we should be messing with, even without a dragon. Slavery is not for us. We are strong folk. We lived under Gleon, not under a tyrant Red Dragon.
If I may, I'm not advocating that we return Skaldaris. I'm advocating that we seek out dragons. More are alive than we have been led to believe.
Did you tell him it was a green dragon? Yeah, the green dragon.
I did mention the green dragon
Okay.
and the giant.
Cool.
The Izari leans forward and says, Elder Vethor's right. The Red Dragons are not to be tainted with. We know that they would not be kind to our people, but this green dragon. Tell us more about this green dragon. What was it doing? Why was it in league with these giants? Giants that killed our great Galeon.
These giants that live in the forest, they worship her. They have tattoos. They speak our language. But they speak an old version, like in our histories. As if that's what she taught them. She's been hiding. it seems, doesn't take her true form very often. She protects something in this forest. I asked her if she would come to Draca. She said she was not one of Gileon's people, and it wasn't for her. But she's alive. She's there. She's in the forest.
And what is she protecting?
What was that thing? That orb thing, Faywin? You were yelling about an orb a lot.
I didn't actually see an orb, but when we were at the ruin, she said that she must protect the orb, which is why I asked what the orb was, but I'm not sure I did ever get an answer to what that was. I apologise, Draca. But she was definitely speaking about an orb.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get you to roll, Zaga, because if you're just going to roll 30 each time, there's literally no point, so that's fine. But you can both roll insight checks for me.
15.
Lucky 9.
Oh, another 9. With a 15, you see the white... You see Izari, Cinerax, and the white dragon all make a slight recognition face. The mention of an orb is recognizable to them. You see that they were surprised to hear it, but not confused by it. And you got 9, didn't you? So didn't Mike? Izari looks across the rest of them and says, I must say, it is not often I agree with the kobolds, but we should be out looking. We have been looking for a way. We have been looking for the final piece in our plan to get back to the mainland, to make right what was wrong. This green dragon, if it is protecting an orb, may have the power we need. I think we should send out people, send them to the mainland. You see the blue dragonborn, male blue dragonborn, who's been kind of sat back, leans forward and doesn't bang the table aggressively, but hits the table a little bit too hard and just says, Izari, no, we've had this. We cannot go hunting for powerful creatures. We must wait for our time. Yes, we do not belong here on Draca. We want to get back to the mainland, but we cannot keep pushing. We cannot be the aggressors. That is not our way. And Izari looks back and says, I'm fair. We cannot keep waiting here for these to happen. We need to take action. If we can find this orb, if we can find the dragon, if we can find the creature powerful enough, then we will have the numbers on our side. We can get back the mountains. We can rebuild a city, a foothold on the mainland. We can leave this volcanic mess. We can leave this tomb.
And Zaga will pipe up once again and say, not to labor the point, but I truly believe that there must be other dragons. We've been told that there are none for so long. What are the chances that I would encounter 2 in a few months on the mainland? It cannot be a coincidence.
The silver dragonborn looks at you and says, but what other evidence do you have of other dragon? You have found an evil dragon by all counts in a spirit mask held by a hag and a green dragon in hiding. That is two very disparate occurrences. Where else would we be looking for these dragons?
We should scour everywhere we can. Look for any signs. We've been without a dragon for so long.
We do not have the people to scour the whole of the islands for these. We need to be on the lookout for signs. But again, we are building ourselves. We are strong as Izari kicks in again. And it's just like, we cannot keep sitting back. We must start to act now. Is this not a sign we've been looking for? This kobold brings us proof there are dragons alive and there are dragons spirits moving. The dragons are starting to move again. There is a reason for this. That reason is to bring us back to where we should be. There is no other explanation for why the dragons would start to reoccur. In hiding for all this time, And now we are getting reports. Our time is to act now. Let me take my men. Let me take the ashes of Inveraf to the mainland. We will find a dragon. We will bring back a beast.
Faven sort of half puts her hand up awkwardly, as for permission to speak.
Yep.
Sorry, if I may, copy what Zaga said. We are out on another mission at the moment, and I'm sure, Zaga, if we see any other signs, we could maybe help by letting you know. But I just wanted to really reiterate that things on the mainland aren't great right now. There's a whole other beast happening. Our whole thing that, we're trying to battle, and it may not be as safe at the moment.
Give me a persuasion check.
It won't be a 30.
It won't be.
It's 12.
You see, as soon as you finish, Azari says, "See, they are distracted on the mainland. They're not even paying attention. We have a better chance than ever to make our way back. All you need to do is give the order. I will take my people. We will make for land. We will find a dragon. We will bring back the power we need, the last piece of the puzzle to bring our people back to the mainland, to give Galeon the rest he desires. We cannot sit here on this land, this tomb, this gravestone any longer. It is time to go home."
Zaga tries not to let out a cheer and fails a little bit.
They, you see the blue dragonborn is getting.
He's not having it.
Yeah, he's getting more. He's like getting frustrated with the conversations going on there. The white dragonborn is prickly, and you can see that Cinerax can feel the heat of this going up as she looks towards you and says, "Thank you for bringing this information to us, kobolds. We appreciate the urgency that the message was delivered. We have much to deliberate. Is there anything else we can do for you?"
We leave the island again in the morning to resume our own mission. If we see any more signs of dragons, I will definitely communicate it as best I can. If you have anything
Sending stone.
that you can give to help us in our dangerous mission, I would appreciate it.
Or in Zaga's head, telepathically, or any souvenirs, because my dad will not believe that I've been here.
And then I'll mention again that Faywin is the daughter of the Keeper of Knowledge in All-Earth, aka the head librarian, who the Dragonborn Orin had spoken to.
Cool. Let me look at the ashes. Okay. Nice. The Cinerax will, as you kind of deliver that off there, I think Izari will say, "Please direct all communication to me." And then Cinerax is like, "We should discuss this." And Izari is like, "Before you leave, please come find me." As you two are kind of escorted out. Or not escorted out, you are led out after that meeting there. As you hear the doors close, you hear another bang of the table and eruption as these four go and chat about what has just been delivered to them a little more.
Zaga will turn to Fabian outside and say, "Thank you for verifying the information. It was most important to my people."
Faven rolls her eyes.
Just rolls her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaga,
I don't know why you're
Zaga
speaking
seeing
more posh.
she's sorry.
No, go.
Zaga seeing she's annoyed will say, "Let's go find you a souvenir."
Oh, Sorry, I was confused where you're speaking to me like I haven't been spending my entire life with you the last few weeks. So to hear you suddenly go posh now you're back in Draca was a little surprising. But I'm all for going and getting a souvenir. Do they do postcards here?
I'm sure we can find something. If not, my dad can make one.
Amazing. I do need to buy a diamond.
Diamond.
But also souvenirs, please.
I do know a shady fella down in the south town that might have a diamond for you.
Needs to be of a certain value, none of your knockoff stuff.
Well, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. Do you do key rings? Do you have
What's
keys in Draca?
You have keys. I don't have keys in Draca. They have to lock everything up. They're all a bunch of thieves.
Yeah.
Eat ring. We can do a better souvenir than that.
Okay.
Nice.
All worry and upset that Zaga has just snitched on a dragon that we promised wouldn't say anything about.
I didn't promise anything to the dragon.
We did though. So all of that has now disappeared because of the thought of getting a souvenir temporarily.
Yeah. Head back down to the lower town. Passing the temple again. Does the temple have a collection box?
No. Everything, but I mean, the kobolds definitely try and turn a profit on the stuff they move in and around, but it's kind of small fry for the bigger movements that happen. Everything that happens kind of in upper rest is kind of free of charge. So they don't... Donations... I suppose there would be... It wouldn't be at the site. There wouldn't just be like a box there, but it would be in certain other areas. There would be places to like gift towards the cause. But yeah, I think the chapel purely is just like a place of going for remembrance and reverence.
Then on the way back down, Zaga will stop at one of the places where you can contribute to Dragonkind in the island.
Yep.
And drop off 2,000 gold.
Nice.
And Faywin will see him drop off 2,000 gold.
Yeah. Because he'll be there for 1, 2.
Could I do a medicine check with the back of my hand on his forehead to check if he's poorly?
Yeah, you can.
It's only a 7.
He's got a curse.
Zaga's a different dragon when he's at home.
Yeah. Nice. So you guys go shopping. Go and get... Yeah, if you want a diamond, like I say, you'll be able to find... They are purveyors of stolen goods. They're definitely stolen diamonds, for
You'll
sure.
go to the same thief that Arthur bought his diamond from before.
Yeah, Fizwick.
And he'll be astonished to sell 2 diamonds in a day.
In one day. This is a story he's going to be telling for fucking months. By the time that these mainlanders came over and bought all his diamonds all in one day. And that's why he's so rich. And then he'll probably go and spend that money or drink that money away or whatever else.
And then we'll also stop at the other place and get her a smaller figurine of a dragon.
There is... Yeah, so there's figurine. You also know of a very talented glass blower and crafter called Yik Yik.
We'll go there instead of
Yeah, the other guy, like, a lot of them are just, like, borrowed goods. There's, like, the crafter and the tinkerer is quite good, but if you want, like, a souvenir, Yik Yik has got a serious talent for making, like, bottles that they put stuff in, where it's like marbles or shiny stones or whatever else in. A bit like you'd put like a ship in a bottle, but he blows the glass out to put the things inside and then closes the glass up, so you end up with like a little bottle that is just full of pretty stones and trinkets.
I would like to buy a few of those because I will be gifting one to my parents.
Okay. Yeah. He's
Gifting one to Andriel as well?
I will have an extra one for my next best friend.
Okay.
So I'll buy 3.
You buy 3. They are... he doesn't have, like, prices on them because not many people want to buy them. He does it as just, like, a passion thing, so he kind of takes donations for them. So whatever you feel that they might be worth for this incredibly hard-working kobold.
Zaga will give him 250 gold for the 3.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fucking way too much.
Fabian swings her head round at him, absolutely gobsmacked that he's just paid for something.
You paid for your own diamonds, though. I don't know how much that was.
Oh yeah, no, I already took the money out for that. Wow.
Cool. You
Right,
guys...
let's go home. There'll be some duck.
Yeah, you make your way back. Otter is in the kitchen helping...
Otter's eating all the duck.
Sorry, guys. You can never eat all the duck in the Zune household. Duck is everywhere. Yeah, Quick and Otter in the kitchen, cooking up a storm. sharing stories about how Zaga was a little bit of a runt, but then he grew into himself, got bullied a little bit, and then he found his voice. Otter's got all the stories.
It's like Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood.
Just giggling. You come in, you just hear laughing from especially when you comprehend languages, so you can just speak Draconic the whole time.
I mean, technically, I can't actually speak it. I can only understand.
Oh, you can understand it, so you just okay, cool. So you just listen to her stories, essentially, nodding along.
Yeah, I can't make noises and that, I guess.
Well, she does speak common, so you can respond.
Yeah, you can respond in common. She could kidnap. And then you you help her make a 3-bird roast. All the birds are duck. So it's ready for you when you come back. Done the
I'm sure Faywin will snitch on me behind my back to the rest of the room.
Oh, not behind your back. I will say it whilst you're there.
Yeah. So you all arrive back at the Zune Manor, the small little cottage house. It's quite small. You could stay here, but you'd all be sleeping in the living room. You could also go and get communal rooms at the halls if you'd like, but you can also just camp out here. It's nice and warm in here, and it will be warm with all of you in this room as well.
I'll tell them about the halls
Yeah.
and the more space, because I also have to find that other Dragonborn again.
Yeah, before you leave.
If you guys don't want to be sleeping on top of each other, we can go to the halls and get rooms.
No,
It does mean they won't eat
happy
as
here.
much duck for breakfast.
Do they have any beds that are big enough?
Your Dragonborn are as big as you, bigger than you probably.
Yeah, but I always saw kobolds as lower class citizens in the society.
Oh, this is in the upper town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anna, you can stay here if you like. Just watch your coin purse around my dad.
Hey. He's going to buy some quality cloth.
For what?
I don't know, jacket or something.
I've already bought all your mum's jewelry.
When I say it's a trade.
What I do have is I have the original dragon mask that Skaldaris was in.
Yep.
I assume he went into a new one at Jenny's house.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give my dad the mask and say, you do something with that.
What am I supposed
Joke's
to
on
do?
you, he's really still in the mask and your dad turns into Skaldaris.
Uh-oh. He's like, okay. I know a guy down in the market that'll do something with this. As he will take it graciously as a gift. So yeah, you can have a nice meal here, and then up to you where you want to stay. Are you planning to try and grab Izari and leave this evening? So you went in the morning. You would have had a couple of hours dotting around in the town. It is
I cannot
cold
teleport
here.
back until the morning.
Sweet.
If there's trees, I can get us back today if we want to get back.
There are trees. Like the north. The city's in the south, but to the northwest, kind of away from the volcano, there is a forest area. Like logging is a huge part of.
Logging, you say?
Logging, yeah.
If you guys want to take a tree back after we've eaten, I do have a little more business here. I have to go meet one of the Dragonborn elders again. But after that, in the morning, I can teleport myself back. It's up to you. Grom may be maybe they're back in Redvant by now.
I mean, I'm fine either way. We can get back in the morning if it's easier. We'll go back together.
It's up to you. I still have some business to attend to, but if Otter doesn't want to stay in one of the comfy rooms and you want to get back and sleep in our own beds, that's up to you guys. I'll be back in the morning either way.
Maybe we could go super early in the morning.
That's fine.
Before we do sleep, please can I check if my mum ever replied, because she said she was going to speak to my dad on the sending stone about Jeff. I just want to say it so I don't forget, not necessarily to do it right now. But...
Yes, sorry, she was going to do it, and then you got teleported to Draca.
Yeah, mad.
I wonder how that.
Yeah. It threw me off as I was formulating words, and I was like, oh wait, no, I got to stop thinking about that. Yes, your mother responds in the evening time to say, What does she say? What does she say? She says, I've got nothing to tell you. She will start by saying, very exciting stuff. Dad does not recognize Jeff, but has been hanging out with hunters, was under a spell, is okay now, but has had an exciting couple of days.
Oh, this woman.
Yeah. It's a really effective way of sending messages, sending 25 words.
I will reply to her tonight before we sleep, but I'll need to work out my words first.
You've got to say it straight away. Or is it runs? It's a deadline. Hello?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It's a sending stone. It's like, hello, and then you go, hello, and then that's it. But I'll let you
it's
think
not
of words.
walkie-talkie.
It is a walkie-talkie. It's a call and response, a sending spell. You have like, if you send someone a message, with the sending spell, if you send them a message, they're supposed to respond straight away. So if they don't,
Okay.
so like you couldn't send it and then they'll be like, oh, I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. I'll reply to you in the morning. It's like, I get it now. I've got to reply to it now. And if I can't reply to it now, oops.
Okay,
So I
fine.
send it to when someone's asleep is funny.
Got it. Okay, I'll
But
just count out my words.
You can count your words. Go for it. I don't care so much about it being exact.
While she's counting, Zaga will mention that he has to go out again
Yep.
and go off to the upper town by himself
Mm-hmm.
and track down what's their face.
Izali.
You forget.
Good job. I'm glad you forgot straight away.
It's because she doesn't have anything that rhymes with it that's insulting.
Loads of stuff that reminds me. So yeah, you go to everyone hangs out at the commune place. It's like warmer because it's in upper rest. It's slightly enclosed. It's open air, but it's slightly enclosed because there's all the huts and the buildings and the cookhouses around the outside of it. And it's just where everybody goes in the evenings. So you see a lot of people there as you are there, and kind of not necessarily milling about, but floating between, trying to find her, trying to recognize where she might be. You get a kind of tap on your shoulder as she finds you first and approaches, and kind of says, "You come with me, Zagazun,"
Let's go.
and kind of walks you off to not away from everyone. Doesn't like take it out, but takes you to like a corner of the area, slightly quieter area of the commune. To sit you both down on a table. She will say, it was very interesting news you brought of us. I'm glad. We have been trying to stir these elders, these Dragonborn, into action for quite some time. It has been too long that we've sat and waited and done nothing to get ourselves back. Inverath was not the end, it was just the beginning for us. And we must do more. It is not revenge we are looking for. It is restoration. It is justice. And we've been looking for the right ally in this. We will never replace Galeon, of course. But he was not merely a dragon. He was a signal for us, was a beacon. And I believe if we find a similar ally, a similar beacon, that we can get ourselves back into the Diamond Mountains. We can kick those dwarfs off their throne of bones and lies and restore the Dragonborn back to the importance and the strength that we had once before. She gets out a cloak which has been folded up, and passes it over to you and says, there is not much that I can give you that will help in this search. But know that me and my... and she tells you that the clan, or whatever it is, her like battlement of people are called the Ashes of Inverath. Inverath being the city that was lost. And she says, me and my ashes will be in the mainland shortly. Look out for this signal where you can to find friends. And as she passes you over the cloak, you can see on the back, on the like inside embroidered of the cloak, like where you'd like flash a police badge almost, is a dragon's eye kind of over a shattered mountain. And then surrounding it it looks like ash or ice kind of surrounding it in like a sigil, as like a sign of that instigation of that group. Keep this with you. If you are looking for friends or you want a way of showing you are with us, then this is how we will be operating. Anything you find on the mainland, anything that can lead us towards these, any dragon sightings, let us know and we will move. But we will have some objectives. We will be looking to infiltrate the dwarven strongholds. We will be trying to sabotage where we can, find out the information we can, destabilize until the time is right. We have some work undergoing. You have met, or did meet, some of my best spies in the field, but unfortunately I've not heard from them. So I'm always looking for new ones. Please accept.
They may have been caught by that water witch. She was dangerous.
No, that is a lie.
No, it's not a lie. She almost killed me and my friend in Ulhurth long before I told Orin and that about them being in Redvant. In fact, that was the first thing I told him about the water witch. That should have been relayed already.
You just said they may have been caught by the water witch.
Well, yeah, because I said that's where she was.
You wanted to roll. You've been asking for a roll. I feel like that is a deception roll. It was a lie. You know
Deception
what
roll?
happened to them. Deception, yeah.
I rolled a 25, but I'm going to use another D12. Because I don't know how sneaky this one is. I rolled a 12. A 37 on deception.
It was 38, unlucky.
All right, if I roll that 20 though.
Are you sure you're not rolling a D100?
No.
Like, this is bullshit.
So it was a 25 roll with a plus 15, sorry. But I can use a Bardic Inspiration, which is a D12 now, and I rolled a 12 on that.
As you mentioned, that, as Ari says, this water witch is small fry. This was a long shot. We don't want to awaken any beast. Not if there is a dragon. If there is a dragon, that is our ally. That is an intelligent being that can be brought on side, that will understand what we've gone through, that will understand the plight of the dragonborn people, that will help us.
I'm convinced there must be more. It cannot be a coincidence. Something is stirring.
Yes, something is awakening the dragons, and we need to be best placed to move on it. So she hands you that, which is the cloak with the sigil on the inside, so you recognise the sign of it. And she says, "Please, I will ask you to operate under my guard. Operate as one of my Frostveil, my infiltrators, my spies. Send me all the information you can. I will make sure it is worth your while when the time comes."
You don't have to tell me twice.
And that's pretty much what she has for you. So she lets you know that that they are amassing and moving. That this group. Oh yeah, sorry. And the last thing she will say is, where possible, do what you can to spread whispers, fearful whispers. We know that people are scared of dragons. Tell them the cult of dragons is coming.
Cult of dragons. Interesting.
And yeah, she tells you that's they will make moves to start going. That their short time objectives are going to be to disrupt, undermine the dwarven strongholds wherever they can, whether it be through politics or blackmail or caravans being sabotaged. That's their play for the Diamond Mountains, is to get under the dwarf skin. and then long term, they obviously want to take back those mountains and rebuild a new city somewhere on the continent. But they need. Aziri believes that they need another piece. They need another signal. They need a symbol. They need strength. They need something with power. Now that they know that there's a dragon, that's the number one choice. I would say her flippancy of the water witch would make you think that is not the number one play anymore.
Cool. All good. I'll head back to the house.
Yeah.
I'll tell Otto that it sounds like the Dragonborn aren't interested in what they were before. Probably because of what Fabian's been snitching on me about.
Yeah. It would make sense. They're looking for a creature, an entity, a being powerful enough to give them the power that a dragon would do to enable them to leave Draca, to land and to stay on the island. There will be some work to do, but there will be they're assuming like a fight or something. Like the dwarves aren't just going to walk out of the Diamond Mountains, are they? And it's believed that they need something of strong, a powerful entity. It may have been that they were looking for a powerful entity that they no longer don't need to look for because they have signs that dragons, which are going to be the number one choice always.
If that's everything, I guess we'll go back and have a long rest and teleport in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I do want to. I want to have a chat first.
Yep.
I want to have a chat with Jeff.
Oh, it's
Jeff, we're in Allhearth. It's a bit cold.
Yeah. We're in a city, kind of. Yes.
If anyone else wants to do stuff beforehand, then that's fine. I also have my message from my mum.
Hello. Oh, okay.
I will say, what spell? Who are hunters? Need info. Stat. Who did you have dinner with? Most importantly, what is the update with the Commonwealth? Because you mentioned that before. And then I want to sigh and complain to the group that my mum's not being very helpful.
Speaking of, that stuff in the council chamber earlier. Maybe we can keep that between us. You know, the potential plans.
Are you saying that just to me or to everybody?
To you. I don't know how much you've told the others.
That you've told them everything about the green dragons and the Scoldaris?
Oh yeah, that bit's fine. I'm talking about the part where one of the elders wants to go to Ashling and start undermining the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I
you can keep that part between.
Yeah, I don't think I would have said that bit. I think what I would have told them though is that they wanted to send a group to the mainland looking for signs of dragons and to try and diffuse it a little because, you know, we did tell the green dragon, not Zaga, but the rest of us told us that we would keep it a secret. That I tried to kind of diffuse it a bit by saying that we would give them that information, but it feels like they might still do it themselves anyway. But I wouldn't have said about they want to kill all of the dwarves.
Or that Zaga encouraged it in his speech.
No, Faerun was probably a little bit distracted by the fact that Zaga said that she wasn't like the bad elves. And would have sort of taken her mind off that a little bit. To not hear the severity.
Wow, a compliment overrides genocide.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Typical Faerun.
I think it's more that she was a bit taken back by a couple of things that he said that she wouldn't have realised necessarily word for word what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
She's been thrown in an incredibly weird situation with Dragonborn and kobolds and all sorts, and teleported in thin air to Draca.
Yeah.
After Undriel's just been dragged off.
It's pretty wild.
She's a bit all over the place.
So when we go back to the forest, we will probably have to steer well clear of Grandlemeth then.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't know where she went, right? She went away. Or was that just to hide the orb? And then she went back to Amberstead. Okay, cool.
I mean,
We
who
did promise to
knows?
keep her updated on the death moon,
Yeah.
which is a promise Saga made.
I mean, who knows what that orb was and what she may be able to do with that orb.
They did seem, when Saga mentioned the orb, they did seem to have some level of recognition to what that could have been.
Did you want to talk to Jeff now or after we teleport in the morning?
Now, if that's alright. It's linking back to the old story there.
That's fine, we're done here.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, you know, still dead in the ring, so
Yeah.
same.
We're looking at we're still looking at ways. Obviously, it's only been a day, just so you know. It's been a couple of hours since we last spoke.
Oh, goody.
But I don't know if you remember me mentioning one of my friends, the kobold. Quite irritating. He teleported us, and we ended up on Draca. Do you remember Draca?
I know of Draca. Are you using me as like a diary, or is there a question?
No, I'm just telling you. I thought you might be interested, given that you were part of the Commonwealth.
It sounds a little bit to me like you're bragging about having a body and being able to travel, if anything.
I'm using my body and ability to travel to be able to find a way of getting you out of this ring, Jeff.
Oh, perfect. On Draca?
No, but
Oh.
we're going back in the morning, and I thought that it was interesting to find out more about the Dragonborns and such, so that we can hopefully find you a body that is most suited when we do find you a body to come out into. Would you prefer to go back to the race that you were, or is any body that is suitable okay?
Is she asking if he wants to be a kobold?
Yeah. I don't want to be a kobold. I would like to be alive. Anybody will do. Well, I mean, almost anybody will do. Nothing too short.
Okay. What were you, Jeff, before you became the soul in the ring, if you don't mind me asking?
Alive.
Alive. What was I? I was an esteemed gentleman of the Commonwealth, of course.
Of course, but I mean, were you an elf? Were you
Yes, of
a
course I was
human?
an elf.
Oh, okay. What kind of elf? Because we're like, the only reason I ask is we've come across so many elves, and I just wondered if you were a wood elf, if you knew much about the forest when you were working there, or a high elf, or a drow.
A drow. What's your thoughts on the drow?
I haven't come into contact with many, but the ones I have been pleasant enough. We haven't had much dealings with them.
Pleasant drow.
Like I say, anybody will do, as long as it's not too short.
So,
Elf would be preferable because, you know, of living longer, but I've been dead for so long.
no, of course. So, were you a drow? Or a high elf? Or a wood elf, Jeff?
I was a drow.
Okay, cool.
A long time back was a drow. I'd lost. But yes, my parents' my lineage were part of the drow colonies.
So, did he say he lost?
Yeah, so he is like a drow 3 times removed. So
Got
that
it. So he
came
can
from
go
drow
outside and not
before.
burn,
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
He
Okay,
wouldn't
cool.
have had the sunlight sensitivity too bad. He'd just been
Got it.
incredibly pale. The way I decided early with the elves that it's kind of the drow are just ones that have spent a long time, wood elves that have spent a long time underground and therefore gained more of the ability to more of the drow characteristics versus the overland characteristics. So again, you could be out of the Underdark for many generations and almost make your way back to being a wood elf. It
Okay.
just also makes Drow easier to be playable characters if there's a bit of variation in there.
Yeah. That makes sense, Jeff. And we've been to the Underdark, so I'm sure that if there is a body, I could maybe help get you back to your roots, but
That
we're
would be
working on
wonderful.
it.
Well, that's good to know in Draca.
Any hair colour preference, or...?
No, honestly, just alive. That would be great.
Okay. No, that's good. Yeah, we're heading back. Okay. No, that's fine. Alright then, Jeff.
Okay, that was it. Just hair color and
Heading-
you're on Draca. Perfect.
Jeff, what are you? What are you, Jeff? Jeff, tell me what you were.
What are you?
Well, I was thinking of going back to Allhurst and finding out about the circle, but I think Jeff can wait a bit longer.
Okay.
And just to wrap up on Draca, I guess we'll wake up after a long rest and teleport back.
Yep.
I don't have an object from Redvant. Well, I guess I do. I have a Red Hood cloak, don't I?
Have red. Yeah, you have a red hood cloak.
I mean, in sense of getting back, if we want, I don't use another spell slot tomorrow, I could get us back tonight. The tree stride,
Oh yeah, save your.
if it works easier.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I finished up the business. I'll say goodbye to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Could I
Won't
please
buy
hug his
anything from my
parents?
Yeah.
Will they contest it?
Nope.
Oh,
What's your passive perception?
19.
Okay.
Is he trying to rob me?
What's your passive perception? 19.
Yeah.
You don't feel a thing.
I hate this game.
Well, quite high on the dice. So yeah, you hug the parents. Your mum is sad to see you go, Zaga. She packs you up the leftovers of the 3 duck roast, and all the extra wings that she could get her hands on into a little parcel, because she knows the duck's not as good on the mainland as it is here on Draca, where you have
Damn right, Mama.
big old, like seagulls, ducks. They're big birds. I send you on your way, and your dad is also happy to see you and go. A little bit disappointed that you didn't help him grift some money out of your friends, but
But he is up 1 diamond.
he is. Yeah. No, he didn't have the diamond. He would have got a cut of the money you gave for
No,
sure.
no, from Faven.
Faven gave him a diamond. Oh.
No, what did he
Rob
rob from
He
me?
didn't steal a diamond.
What did he take?
Didn't take anything.
You're a liar.
Wow.
He took everything.
Yeah. Change.
I get back and I've got
my
no bow.
mind. How much money you got? Yeah. Cool. Yes, you do that, and then you teleport back in the evening, and then can spend the night in Redvant. Yeah, if you not that you'd ever check your purse, though, Faven. So how would you ever find out if anything was stolen?
Well, I was going to say, can I just do a little
You wanna-
check?
Wow, Zaga, you see, as soon as Faven gets back, she checks her money, like your dad might have stolen from her. First thing she does, leaves your house, starts counting her cash.
Zaga's not shocked.
Yeah, I was going to say,
He's
I'd
actually
happily
one-
do it in front of him.
Yeah,
Zaga's wondering how much the old man took when someone was foolish enough to hug him.
yeah. He only managed to get 3 gold from you.
Ah, I would have given him 5. Never
Well,
mind.
he didn't get any tips from your mates for getting him down and getting some all that good stuff. You got diamonds.
He
You
got
got
a cut of the diamond.
clothes.
Cheeky old
That's
bastard.
his own thing for getting a cut of diamond, but he also wanted the little tour money, didn't he? He didn't get. Jesus, cheap fucking skates
Bless him.
from Ashley.
I took 3 off.
He took 3 off. He did rub you though. Nice. Did you
When
know?
we get back, Grom and the druids there.
So you would get back. Oh yeah, because you were there for like a whole day, wouldn't you? So you get back in the evening. Yes, as you land back into. Actually, outside there are horses and carts tied up at the Silent Dagger, and in the main room there are a load of druids in sleeping bags. They've kind of moved the table slightly to one side that are camped up in the Silent Dagger, or just on the floor.
Before we go in, I'll just resummon horse quickly.
Mm-hmm.
John comes flying out the window, delighted to see me, having been left all day.
Yeah, he's been left all
Where's
day,
Draca?
and then the druids turned up. Although he has been fed quite a lot because the druids are here, so they've all been giving him seeds and stuff, so he's had a pretty good day.
Oh,
He's the size of Hector now.
oh God, he can't fly.
Can't fly. Also fat. But yeah, as they come in, there's one of... we'll say... it'll probably be Len. We'll say Len is kind of keeping guard as you guys come in. It's like, so the druids are here.
Yeah, we can kind of see that, Len. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, they didn't. They just assumed they could. I mean, Bo said that it would be okay to be staying here. We assumed it'd be fine. We weren't sure whether you were coming back. He said you went to Draca. Anyway, we'll talk in the morning.
They're staying here.
Let's talk in the morning.
Yeah, they got in this afternoon, so we just were like, Bo was like, just.
You
stay here
told
and work
told
it
them the rent charges, right?
out. Yeah, of course I did. Same ones that we pay, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
How much do you owe us
Speaking
now?
of which,
As Otter walks off, you see him just goes, fucking flips you the bird. Looks at Yvonne Van, he's like, what is it with these guys? Why are they all dickheads? Fucking power fantasies of
don't make me go
kobolds
back
and
to the
humans.
dark side.
You can't hear shit. You're upset. You're old.
So
You've had
yeah, I
Botox
guess
in
we'll
the
long
photo.
rest until the morning and then pick up.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll. You guys can make your way upstairs. The druids are in and arrived. You've had a little dalliance off to Allhearth, to Draca. Sorry. Fabian, just quickly. So what were the things you sent to your mum?
1 second. It was what spell? Who are hunters? Need info stat. Who did you have dinner with? Most importantly, what's happening as an update with the Commonwealth? What I would say is before Fabian goes to sleep, I do also have a ton of spell slots left.
Yep.
So if it's easier to pass information, I could just continuously be casting sending, maybe,
Okay, that might work.
to give
Yeah.
that info. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do it quickly. So she will come back to say that she had, or you, her and your dad had dinner with the hunters at the home of the son of Joralf. So he's one of the high elves, like one of the big dogs of the Commonwealth. And the hunters wanted to meet your dad and ask him questions. She says she hopes you don't mind, but she gave him a basket of your magic berries from the magic tree as a gift. Didn't see Joralf though. Didn't see the leader of the Commonwealth because he's supposed to be ill. Wasn't there, but they had dinner. It was great. She says the hunters are these roving gun for hire monster hunters that haven't come around occasionally when there's problems. Allhearth is not a great place for them because there's not a lot of shit that goes wrong. But they turned up and were very interested again in talking to your dad because they thought that something was happening. Apparently he'd been visited by him a few days ago and they were looking for an artifact, looking for something that was stored that had been brought into the catacombs of the Commonwealth from the Arcane Institute, but your dad couldn't find it, and he was getting very annoyed that he couldn't find it. He was then delighted to find out that he'd been under a spell, which was causing him to forget information. And then the hunters told him that. He then told the hunters where it was. They then went through. There's a secret compartment in the catacombs of the Commonwealth building. They disappeared down, and he hasn't seen him since. But they've closed it off, and the Commonwealth guards are now looking after it. But he said, apparently what he was told by them is he was under some kind of spell that was causing his memory to lapse, and was making everybody very, it was causing the confusion in the Commonwealth buildings and around town. And then she said, in general for Commonwealth, that it's still very tetchy. They're still scared about the Death Bloom. They're still building up the forces. And then she would say that there were rumours that that the druids, a lot of the druids have been seen leaving the Commonwealth, and that's causing more rumours to be spread that the druids are leaving them in the lurch. Whether that's
As one of
true,
my
she doesn't know.
replies, could I say the druids are actually, a number of the druids are actually coming to see us.
And
They
yeah,
have not abandoned the Commonwealth. They are helping with this death bloom.
and
Not that she has
not
any
that she
say in
has any
anything,
say,
but I
yeah.
just tell her that anyway.
That's what she said.
She can gossip
She's
in the market.
replying. Yeah, she listens to. She gets the gossip from what's going out. She spends time out and about in the town, so she'll get the general gossip. But yeah, from your dad, that was his point, that he was frustrated because he met these guys and he'd lost this thing, and he couldn't understand why he'd lost this thing. 2 days later, he finds out the reason he'd lost this thing is because he was under a spell.
Does he know who cast a spell on him? I guess not.
And then all he knows is that these hunters went through the catacombs, like where all the, bit like, you know, like National History Museum, everything that's not on show. So below below your dad's library is where they just have all the relics and stuff that they hold down there. In there was a false wall and a way down to the sewers. That's all been closed up now, but he said the hunters went that way and just never came back. They've disappeared down into the sewers, but since then he's been fine, he's been right of mind. So it was all very exciting for them. They got to go for a big fancy dinner at like a big manor house out in Clearwater, like out in a place you never went to actually. In the far northwest, there's like what would be like a country house on a lake, which is where some of the like sons and daughters of Joralf live. Yeah, the more posh ones that don't necessarily do that much work, but still live there. So they went there for a lovely dinner. It was all very exciting. Your dad was very much there. But yeah, what they were looking for.
One thing that I would say to her though is that maybe for Dad, don't be too excited about that, because he doesn't know what they're doing with that artifact, and maybe he should keep that to himself. The Commonwealth may not be happy with him telling them how to get something.
Yeah.
But I'll say it less sassy than that. But you get
No,
the
she'll pass on.
picture.
Yeah, that was the gist of it. Yeah, he
Thank
was
you.
looking for a thing that was signed out from the Arcane Institute and put in the catacombs of the Commonwealth, but couldn't be found. He couldn't find it, and then when he was out of the spell, he then knows what happened. That it was kind of like it was brought in, but isn't there anymore. It definitely has been like moved and lost or taken. And then they found this false wall in the catacombs. The hunters went down it. That's been shut off now, and they haven't seen the hunters since. So it was like a kind of crazy couple of days. And then from the Commonwealth side, they're still building up. They're still building defences. They still have the refugees on the outside of the wall. Everyone is still scared of this death bloom when it's going to attack. And now it's been fueled slightly more because there's been lots of movement from the druids, whether that been the fire ones that left first, the air ones are out doing patrols, and now a group of earth druids have left as well. There's just a lot of rumours now spreading that the druids are leaving them in the lurch, and if this is really bad, why are the druids leaving? Why are they leaving them all here in the town? So there's a lot of panic brewing in all Earth.
I think I'd speak to Von. I'll try and do this a bit quickly. I'll go to Von, politely go in, shut the door, and give him the gist of what that was. But say to him, maybe don't tell Grom et al. That everybody thinks they're leaving in the lurch, because that is just probably market gossip. But one concern is what that artifact is, and if it was signed out from the wizard school, you said?
Yeah.
Arcane Institute.
Yeah.
We know of one thing that was signed out from the Arcane Institute that went to the Commonwealth that hasn't been seen since. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay, so we think, I mean, Zarkul's body may be back with the circle? With the
Potentially.
circle?
If it's his body or something he had, I don't know, but that's the only thing that we know. It could be something completely different, but I wanted to flag. And I will also go to Ottar's room, knock politely, and tell him the same information. I'm not going to tell Arta and Zaga because I don't want anything to slip up in front of the druids.
Can you imagine?
I'll make that clear when I speak to Otto and Von, that it's nothing personal against them, but it's something that we really need to keep under
Sounds
wraps.
really fucking personal to me.
It's 100% personal, but against Arta, not against you.
Sensible?
It's logical, but not.
It's painful, but logical.
I think because Fabian will feel a little bit guilty, so she will knock on Arta's room just to check in and see if he's all right. In general.
Translate, go away.
He's making his little
Perfect.
temple in his room. Leave me with my temple.
I will be doing that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I will
thought
be
you
putting
might be.
a temple in the room, and
As I
I'll
walk
be
past-
using the architecture of Draca as like a guide.
Nice. Yeah, there's some
Did
beautiful
I
buildings
see
up there.
the big
Temple.
almost like cathedral that
Yeah.
they saw earlier with that giant dragon doors?
Yeah.
Did I
it's,
see
it's
that?
very
in the-
visible. Once you're in the town, it's very visible because
Perfect.
the way it works, you'd have seen it from a distance and you could have walked around. You were free to walk around.
Imagine that, but like the size of a doghouse.
Yeah. Scale down
Like a
version.
dog kennel.
Actually, like a souvenir,
Yeah.
but you could get inside it.
As I walk past Agas in Draconic, I just say, good night.
Dag's already snoring.
Yeah, that's fine. She says it anyway, so she doesn't feel guilty that she's not told you anything about vampires.
So a way of being like, I did tell you something. I did told you good night.
Right, she
Nice.
needs to keep a secret about the Dragonborn's plans to retake
You're gonna have to
the
keep
diamond
us sweet.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Rat roll SpaghettiOs. Nice. So, a little dalliance out to Draca. First boots on the ground in Draca. And came back. Lots of stuff. The dragons are moving. Well, the Dragonborn are moving, at least, potentially. And maybe looking for a dragon that they shouldn't know about. Oh, dear. What ramifications could that have? Probably nothing. It's probably all fine. We'll pick up. You've got a load of druids sleeping on your floor, so we'll pick up that next week. Lovely. Ta-ta, farewell.